Welcome. Now, on the last episode, we finally reached the village of Barovia. And though our party members are relatively fine, one of our party members is a bit exhausted due to them finding out of the effects of the fog, which seem to be of a supernatural source. Now, our adventurers are now supposed to find the Burgomeister of the original letter and perhaps see if the letter does promise all the gold that it entailed.
Are we starting now? Like,
Yes.
okay. So I'm still on top of the wall. So my hand just got sucked by the mist, and I just freaked the fuck out because I don't know what the hell does that, or if it's an effect of the mist or whatever. So I just jump off the wall, land below with some
Well, you probably don't want to jump. You probably want to come down slowly
crawl down the wall.
with some help, so you don't accidentally fall.
It's like 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
And if you jump 10 feet, that's not a good idea. That's how you will get broken legs.
10 feet?
Yeah. 10 feet is like the minimum to get damage. Unless you roll in athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
So yeah, just go ahead and roll in athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Watch me fall face first on the first roll of the game. I mean, it's just my luck. See.
Nah, you'll probably have better luck today.
Oh.
19,
okay.
there you go. See, there you go.
Okay.
So
you can dismount however which you way.
All right. So I land, but I don't do it like in a casual manner. I just hit the ground with both my feet and just drop on my ass, and I grab my hand and like freaking out. There's something in the mist. Something. I felt my life being sucked through my hand. Something is wrong with that mist, and I don't think we can go back the way we came from. And I stare at my hand, and DM, can I like do like a cinematic thing?
Sure.
Okay. So as I say this, you guys would notice that the bones of my hand just start rising from my hand. Like you can see a skeletal hand being rising from my hand. And this freaks me out even more. Like, get it off, and like start whipping my hand around. And as you watch, the skeletal hand that started forming on the upper side of my hand just separates from my hand and just hovers over mine. But the weird thing is, it's not moving independently. It's just mimicking my hand movements in front of my hand as it keeps making the gap wider between my hand and the skeletal hand.
Can I do an Arcana roll to see if I recognize what it is in character?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Can I do an Arcana roll to see if I recognize the spectral hand?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, what do I do? Like, dash C Arcana?
Exclamation C space Arcana. Or just Arc. Oh yeah, you recognize it.
But it's different because normally it's like a normal hand, normal opaque, like a colored hand. This time it's a skeletal hand. Is that right, Gavin?
Yes, but I'm gonna say since it did roll a 22, he can probably he can see it operates on the same basis as the original spell.
He can tell what the spell is. I'm just saying that the distinction is between the actual word and Barovia.
Oh yeah, that's just implied. Yeah.
So now there's a skeletal hand hovering over my hand, and would you like to say something, Thomas?
That's a mage hand, so did you cast a cantrip, or is someone else casting it on you? Because if it's mimicking you, it's probably your own spell and nothing to be afraid of.
A cantrip? But Wait. Say that again. What did you call it?
A cantrip?
The hand. And then I just like ignoring the hand for a moment. I just reach back into my drop my backpack, start rummaging through it, and pull out this like a rugged notebook, and it start flipping the pages. The hand. And at one page, I stopped and turned the pages towards you, Thomas. And in it, you would notice would your character would have seen the spell book of a wizard.
Yes.
Okay, so in that note, not the pages, you would note like extracts from a wizard spell book with the notes for the mage hand. Are you referring to this?
Yeah, that's pretty much the spell. So you casted a magic.
Holy shit! I've been trying to get this to work for a year, and suddenly it's maybe it was like the interacting with the whatever was in the mist or something, but it just happened. When I look
It,
at the hand, and it's still mimicking my hand motions, and then
it
I just
looks different than it's supposed to, though. So maybe the mist did something
how
special to you,
how does it usually look like?
like a glowing blue hand, kind of spectral hand,
Uh-uh.
not skeletal.
Interesting. Wait, so then I go back to my notes and read few lines and like lower my hand, and the hand remains stationary and starts moving on its own. Wait, maybe then if this works, then the rest of the things work as well. So when I flip the pages, but but I don't show you the spells that I have, then I close it, and I think I this I'll take a look at this later. And I shove it back into my backpack and put it on, and the hand still remains hovering in front of me.
Considering the mist is dangerous, we probably should keep moving in case it starts like crossing closer to us.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to get. I don't want to feel that again. You don't want to touch that. Thomas, you said you have a wife, right?
Yes. Why are you asking about my wife?
Do you normally go on adventures like without a notice?
Well, she knows about it.
I mean, we can't go back the way we came. We don't know when we'll get to go back.
We'll figure it out. Probably just have to find the source of it.
You're awfully confident.
It's magical or supernatural, so something's causing it.
I like your attitude. Alright then. I turn to Varric and Varric, you're awfully silent. What's your opinion on all of this?
Well, if it's like you said, well, we're in this whether we like it or not.
I suppose the only way.
So it's not like we have too much of a choice.
Yeah. No option but to keep going. Okay, so would anyone like to go first?
I guess I'll lead the way.
Attaboy.
Okay. Now,
I
as
was
you
just
see,
waiting to see if someone else spoke.
as you go ahead and approach the village, tall shapes do loom out of the dense fog that surround everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slit, wet cobblestones.
Oh wait,
Tall.
German, like from the gates of Barovia, just we can is the village right in front of us?
Yes.
That's
Oh,
kind of what the gates lead to. This is the village.
okay.
Now, the tall shapes do become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness, suggesting that nobody has lived there for quite some time. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes throughout the streets from a distance. You can actually tell from where the sobbing is coming from if you choose to go there. But there are two other buildings that do seem to have some light inside and actually people living inside. But you guys can also explore the abandoned buildings if you so wish.
Wait, so the sobbing comes from a building that doesn't have a light in it?
No.
It's not. It's not. How do I say it? We don't know where it's coming from, but we can hear where it's coming. Like we don't
Right.
have a definite position.
Unless you follow it.
I'd say we should go see who's sobbing.
We
Wow. I'm all for either choice. We can do the abandoned buildings or
I feel like we
look for
should
the stars.
deal with the people first, and then we can explore after we deal with actual people.
yeah, better to find out like
So,
this whole place
Get
looks
some
like
information about this place.
yeah, this whole place looks like a ghost town. Better to go to where the light is and we know the people are there. I mean, I don't want to go face to face with a ghost.
You're afraid of ghosts.
We came across a revenant, zombies, and I got my life sucked through my hand. So I'm a firm believer of the supernatural at this point.
Yeah, I believe it too, but are you afraid of it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, you have magic now, so like I said, you just start blasting.
I can make a hand, and I don't think that will be much of a use.
Finger gun it.
All right, so you
So
want to go to?
Well, let's not put him in a position to have to use his just learned hand.
So should we go approach the sobbing? Let's find out who's crying and why.
I mean, I'd rather go towards the light where we know people there are there. So maybe we can follow the sobbing and see where it's coming from, and then we can make a better decision.
I feel like we should commit.
Alright.
All right, Mister Brave Balls, lead the way.
Brave
Let's-
balls.
I'm gonna lead the way to the sobbing. Follow behind me.
Yeah,
Are you guys follow?
I'm gonna keep a 30 feet distance away from him and follow him.
Are you guys following the sobbing?
Yep.
Okay. Now, Mr. Brave Balls.
Brave
I
balls.
can't. I can't. That's too much. Okay. A moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, and coloring your thoughts with sadness. This place is really depressing. The sounds do flow from a dark two-story townhouse. Do you choose to enter?
No light in it.
It is boarded up and barricaded from the outside.
Oh, so someone like barricaded it in?
Mm. Except for the door.
Yeah, this has nope written all over it.
Yeah.
We should at least knock and see if someone answers.
Go ahead.
I want to go knock on the door.
I'm staying 30 feet away from the whatever the hell that is.
Okay, you knock on the door. Nothing happens. There's still sobbing.
Oh, the sobbing
I
doesn't
think it
change
might
at all.
be a ghost because now it's
What
either
did
a
I tell
ghost or
you?
someone who doesn't want to be disturbed.
So, before I make this decision, what is my HP at? Because I think I was still like a couple points off.
Were you not keeping track of it, my friend?
Very
Ah.
Gronarch is at full hit points.
Actually, if you put exclamation point sheet, I think it does show your current hit points.
He's
If
at
any.
full.
Let me
He's
let
at
me
full
check
HP.
because I think I was off.
does.
I had
So I think you had like a couple points missing, but that was it.
Yeah.
We did the what do you call it?
Oh,
You
I
have
don't know.
9 hit points.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing then.
I don't think you used your hit die at all.
Yeah, in the short rest, I think we rolled, and he's at 30 hit points at the moment.
I think you
Unrestrained.
forgot to update his HP after the rolls for the short rest with the
Okay.
hit dice.
Just hit update because your sheet says 30 out of 30.
Let's see now. No, it still tells the same thing.
Did you actually roll hit dice for recovery then?
I believe I did.
Because you shouldn't be that low.
Wait, what is it? Where is this updating from? D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. Because the sheet says 30 out of 30. And here it says 9 out of 30.
You may be looking at the wrong sheet. You may be looking at my D&D Beyond and not theirs.
This is the one. I made the character, it's under my name.
Okay, so what are you guys doing in front of the door?
Where we
Well,
knocked.
if no one wants to answer, I don't think we should just kick it down. We should probably go investigate with the other houses. Since we went, tried, no answer, so there's no point in barging in.
Well, perhaps if those lights and people are in those buildings are actually people, perhaps we can ask some questions as to what the hell that is. They might know.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
Wonderful. Let's get going.
Yes, we know you didn't want to go in there.
Also, Ashen, should I try and upload the sheet to Discord?
The HP on the actual D&D Beyond probably won't change. It'll probably only change on here because of the other stuff we're doing with it.
It's a one way, I think.
I don't know what to do then.
I'd probably roll your hit dice again because it didn't count it last time. Because you shouldn't have only 9 HP.
But even then, you roll it and you manually have to update the hit points in the sheet, right?
It should just do it automatically on here.
What
Like
you
whenever
do,
you take damage, it automatically lowers it.
but it's not going back to D&D Beyond, right? It's just
You shouldn't have to go back to D&D Beyond at all. It should just do it on here.
all right.
Like whenever we did the initiative, the damage, it brought your HP down. Whenever you recover, it should bring it back up.
So how do you go about recovering them?
That one I don't know.
I think DM knows that. DM.
Because the only thing I know that you can recover is if you take a short rest or a long rest, which I don't think we were able to do.
We did have a short rest after that. I rolled my hit die, you did, and
Yeah,
maybe it's still there in the dice history.
yeah. Ashen rolled his hit dice and recovered HP, and I don't know if you did, or if it just didn't update like it was supposed to. Because didn't you also eat some good berries too?
Yeah.
Who was it? I don't remember who it was.
You
Rolando.
had
He gave me the good berries.
Ro-
I didn't have them.
Yeah, Rolando, I think he had them, but I'm gonna let you eat 2 good berries that I think they restore 2 HP, right?
It's 1 HP each.
Yeah, so that's 2 HP in
Yeah.
total. If you want.
Oh, I think I'm gonna die this round, but alright.
Wait, you have rolled 1d10.
I'm trying to look for it, but I can't. I
You
don't
you
see anything on it.
you have rolled 1d10 plus 4. I'm guessing that's the hit die. So you got a 7.
Yeah, so you should have recovered 7 health on top of the good berries.
And Archer Longbrand cast Goodberry. Heal 1 hit point. Up to 10
Alright,
berries
so what?
appear
That's
in your
8
hand.
hit points.
Yeah, I don't remember how many you ate of the good berries.
He made 10
I-
berries, so I don't know how many he actually gave him.
I don't remember. I don't know. We'll play it by ear, see what happens.
Let the dungeon master decide. What should his HP be? TM.
Well, Varix,
Yeah.
9.
Wow, really?
Yeah?
I mean, he had the chance to have a short rest. And we know that good berries were used and the hit die was rolled.
Oh, okay, then you add the HP. Do you remember what it was?
I see
The
1
roll was 7, but we don't remember how many good berries he ate.
Oh, that's a shame. Then just add the short rest die.
16 then. You're at 16 health. Unless you
Mm.
there are no other rolls.
I mean, we can't calculate what was the true roll, so. Oh shit! Right, channel is not in combat. Right. Anyway, add 16. To your actual D&D Beyond sheet. Adjust it, then press update, and there you go. Okay,
Okay.
Varric?
So 1 hit die used, right?
If that's what he chose to use, yes.
Can he use multiple hit die?
Yes.
Like okay. Okay. So what if we just have the short rest right now, like have him roll right now and see, and disregard everything happened before.
I'm sorry?
What if we
If
just
you want
close the hit
to
dice
just
right
trigger
now?
the short rest to do the dice rolls for him for the hit dice.
Now we don't actually take the short rest right now. He just does the dice rolls, the new set of dice rolls for the hit die. Now, since we don't remember what happened.
But you'd have to trigger it with the command for short rest.
Or just roll
Oh,
like 1d something that roll d20 plus that.
do you not know how to do short rests?
No.
Okay. How you roll short rest is you roll your hit point die, whatever it may be, add your constitution modifier for that con die, and that's how much you heal per short rest.
I
Since you're
meant
level
the
3.
Avray command for it.
Oh, I don't know either.
Okay.
If you
So he'll
since
just have to update his HP on the regular character sheet and update it.
manually in the D&D Beyond, then press update, and it'll automatically update it to that.
So you still need to roll d20 plus your constitution is plus 4. So, no, not
Well,
d20, d10 per fighter, right?
he has 1 left because he rolled a 7 the last. He got 7 the last time.
I'm saying that we should disregard the earlier things, whatever we did, and do a. He has 3 hit die right now and roll whatever he wants right now. Oh, are we counting the last one?
I'd say count the last roll because he still rolled for it.
Okay, so then we have 16. You have 2 other hit die. Varric, do you want to roll them? They don't
Yeah,
reset.
sure, why not?
They don't reset until the long rest.
Yeah, I know that. It's a 1d10, right?
1d10 plus 4.
Get a number of hit die depending on your level. So level 3, you have 3 hit die. You used 1, so you have 2 remaining.
It's just exclamation 1d10 plus 4.
Exclamation roll 1d10 plus 4, yeah. Okay. So that'd be 14 total plus 9. Would be 23.
And you said there's one more?
If you want to use all of them now.
So you were at 16, right? 9 plus 7 is 16, plus 7 is 23.
What I said.
Alright. Your max HP is 30.
And was it 23 right now?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm rolling.
23. Okay, updated.
Five.
So you got 28. And he said about those 2 good berries, so that'd be all 30.
So it was 2.
Alright.
So you're back at 30 health.
If you ate 2, then should someone
It'd be back at 30 then.
Alright. How do we track this so we don't forget again?
He would have to manually do it on his D&D Beyond sheet and then update to get 30 back.
There, now we have a record of what happened. Otherwise, we'll be wasting time in the next session as well, trying to remember what happened.
No,
Okay,
I guess
everybody,
you can't
for
do it.
future reference, keep track of your HP and spell slots. All right? I can't keep track of everything.
Alright, give me a second. I'm grab a book.
That's actually a good idea. Now,
Okay.
while he's doing that, what are you doing now? You knock
Turning
on the
away
door?
from the door if no one's answering.
Okay. Do you choose to go one of the other places?
We'll go to one of the buildings with light.
All right. Left or right?
I'll let Corvin decide.
What are the buildings look like? The lit buildings.
Well, they both have lights,
No visual
but
distinction.
the only
Houses, I mean, do they? Is one bigger than the other? Does it look?
one of them has spark light that are spilled out from behind heavy curtains, and a sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads as Bildrath's Mercantile.
Okay, and the other one?
The other one is a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
A tavern might be a better.
Probably gather some information.
Yeah. The tavern then.
Tavern it is.
What were the names, Kerman? Blood and Wine?
Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Oh.
It's not The Witcher 3.
Blood and wine.
and the other one was what mercantile?
Bildrath's Mercantile.
Build what?
Bildrath's.
Build. Okay. All right. So we're heading towards the tavern.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, just writing down the name.
Would Mr. Big Balls want to go first into the tavern?
Sure, I'll head into the tavern first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was it Brave Balls?
Not Big Balls. Brave Balls.
They're pretty big too. Wink, wink.
What's Thomas' last name? That should be his, the title. Thomas Brave Balls surname.
Brave boys.
So head into the tavern. I'll lead the way in since Corvin's scared.
Yes.
Oh fuck! Okay, now, you do see a few huddled souls within the fire hearth. You see what seems to be, the barkeep, 3 Vistani that seem to be sitting together, and another man, blonde, blue-eyed, and another person actually.
Do we see our, the
What's a
creepy?
Vistani?
What?
What's a Vistani?
Okay,
What?
so he had the same question I did.
Okay. Do you guys remember in the first session?
The creepy
Yeah.
guy who peeked through the inn windows, watching us drink.
Yeah. Those are Vistani. Basically, think of Vistani as gypsies.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to double check. Make sure that was right.
Right. No, I get that. It was 2 fucking weeks ago, so I don't blame you for not remembering.
Yeah, I don't remember a whole lot other than what actually happened. I don't remember the details.
Right. Okay. Now, there's also a last person sitting there with a cloak. This is your cue.
Eric, another small glass of wine, please.
Coming right up, lass.
I'm gonna place the single copper piece and slide it towards him. I'm gonna look over my shoulder. Flash of blue hair as I pull away the hood to look back over my shoulder at this group of people.
I only have 2.
I should have at least one in my fridge. Thank you. Do you have more water to put in the fridge?
Yeah.
Put it in the fridge. I'm probably going to owe you water.
So I missed what was just said.
I asked Eric for a glass of wine as he produces it for me. I look over my shoulder, hearing the door open to look at the party and pull my hood away to reveal pale skin and dark blue hair. Oh?
Under normal circumstances, this encounter would go a lot differently. But Corwin will practice some restraint at the moment, given the circumstances.
So I want to approach the barkeep as well and be like, "Hello, we're new here. Could you give us some information? Because we kind of stumbled our way in without knowing anything about this place."
Asking these people won't result in anything. I've tried.
Do you know anything then?
No, I just received a letter and I was told to speak to someone.
Hold on. So
You also received a weird letter?
Corwin just comes up to her and like, what did the letter say exactly? Do you have the letter?
Yeah, I do. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna reach in my pouch and pull out the letter to them.
German, does the letter say the same thing that ours did, or the thing that it said before changing?
The thing about the first letter, not the second part. It says, "Please come, help us, and I'll give you gold."
Give me 1 second.
So it says her letter says.
Whose fucking dog was that?
Oh no!
So what happened?
I think it came from Blue's mic.
Well, I think that's why they were like, oh, hold on 1 second, and they muted their mic. Probably had to deal with something.
Oh, it's not muted.
No, it was muted.
Alright. So German, what does the letter say? The one ours say right now.
Yes, the one that's what it says right now about
Okay.
gold, helping out, Burgermeister.
So did this letter always say this, or?
As far as I know, I read it once, and I'm currently trying to gather more coins for my temple, and I figured this would be a good place to come.
As you all say this out loud, one of the men that the blonde male actually gets up and says, "Letter."
Another one.
No, are
Okay.
you talking about the Burgomeister?
We
Yeah.
are talking about the Burgermeister.
So you're talking about my father then? I see.
Oh my.
Yes, he
And
gave us
plot
letters
thickens.
Are you
to
the
come
son
here.
of Kolyan Indirovich?
Ah, right. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ismark.
Corvin.
Thomas.
Very.
You can call me Blue.
That's
Excellent.
okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you all. How about we all just sit down? I'll order us some drinks. I'll even pay for it.
I have mine, thank you.
Free drinks sound great.
Okay. Well, it's time for
Hey,
me to
if it's
explain
for,
the
it's for me.
situation here. You all must be very, very confused.
Some more than others.
I will say things aren't quite adding up.
I have many questions, but I'll let you explain the things that you want before bombarding you with questions.
Okay. Can I please have both of the letters? So I can read them.
Thomas.
I'll give him the letter.
And how about you, Blue?
I'll also hand over the letter.
Okay. Now, as he takes both letters, and he continues to read Collion's letter. It's just as I feared. My father has been intercepted.
What did the letter supposed to say?
Intercepted. Like,
So someone that lied to us gave us these letters instead of your actual father. Is that what you're
Well,
saying?
it's a good forgery, but if you see, my father actually has a bit more of flair to his words. This one seems cold, precise, as if it's trying too hard to be neat and orderly.
Ismark, would your father warn us to never come here since you're and cover it with holy symbols and mention a devil? Is it something that he would write?
What he wanted you was to encircle the land with symbols of good,
God damn it.
holy
We
men
read
to
that
call
letter.
upon their power.
I turn to Thomas. We weren't drunk that
that
night.
was
We
the
actually
original thing.
yes. We actually saw the letter the first time we read it, and it changed somehow.
The fact that that happened was likely Strahd's work himself. You see, not only is he a devil and a monster, he loves playing with his food.
Who or what is Strahd?
You've never heard of Strahd?
I don't think any of us have.
I can't recall the name.
We haven't even heard of
No.
Barovia before this point.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Strahd is the Count of Barovia, and a vampire and dark lord of the valley.
So it wasn't a werewolf, it's a vampire.
So
So
what
we got
do we know
played like a
about
damn
what do we
Well,
fool.
know
he's not
about
just
vampires? That's where we should start with.
he's not just a vampire, he is the vampire, one of the strongest to have ever seen. An ancient vampire.
And he's terrorizing you? Is this the devil that wounded Kolyan's daughter? You have a
Yes.
sister then?
Yes, my sister, Irina Kolyana, adopted.
How is she?
She's surviving like the rest of us, I
How
suppose.
though? If this devil Strahd attacked her and she's alive?
His mark is upon her, but she isn't yet taken. As like I said, the Count likes to play with his food.
Is he the source of the supernatural mist then?
Yes, he's responsible. I know this might sound like an exaggeration, but every awful thing in this godforsaken realm is his fault.
Ismark,
Huh.
are we trapped here?
We're all trapped here. You, me, everyone.
How long have you been here?
Time goes linear. It's not like we're all trapped here when we're alive, but I'm afraid that even if you do die, your soul is trapped here. That's why we have so much zombies, revenants. Even your soul is not safe.
So, you said time is linear or not linear?
I'd honestly, who can tell? Did you know that even though there's not a ray of sunshine, it's still daytime outside?
Hold on. Ismark, how old are you?
How old?
Yeah.
23.
Did you come here out of Barovia or were you born here?
Born here.
And from the day you were born, you weren't able to go out of Barovia. Is that correct?
No, you're not understanding me. No one is allowed outside of Barovia.
Oh, fuck me. So we are trapped
So
here?
what can we do about Strahd then? Like,
The only way out, it seems that we have to
we
kill
have to
Strahd,
do
otherwise
something
we are
about
trapped here.
Before that, I actually have something to ask all of you. He gets down on one knee and he bows his head. Please help me protect my sister, Irina Kolyana.
From Strahd?
Yes. I want you to
How?
help me.
Like if
I want you.
Hold
We,
on.
we will never win a fight head on, but he has his eyes set on her. Now, there is a way, maybe. I want you all to help me escort her.
escort her to
escort
where?
her where?
Valaki, a settlement in the heart of the valley,
And
beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft. Because if you haven't noticed, we're actually right next to Castle Ravenloft.
and what's there in Valaki that would stop a master vampire?
Not much. It's actually a gamble. And I know that she's vulnerable to side of her home, but I have heard assertions that Valaki is well defended. And well, I need to protect my sister as best as I can.
Yeah, I hear you,
I,
Ismark, but
I will help you. That's a noble endeavor.
yeah, good for you, brave balls. Hold on, Ismark. Okay, I
And
hear your plight and everything, but why are we here to begin with? If we are powerless against this master lord vampire, and you didn't even want us here, who invited us here? For what reason?
She said it was Strahd that messed with our letter.
For,
And it
for,
seems to me that drew the unlucky straw.
for what purpose? Like there, if he's hungry, there are. I'm sorry, it's fuck, but there are people here. But why go through the trouble of like grabbing people
If
from the outside world and dragging them here?
because if I know better, some of these people won't interact with you if you ask them questions. They won't do more than their designated purpose. It's like they're lifeless around here.
He wants live prey.
no, he wants.
He
It's
wants
as it's
a
as the
fighting
woman with the
prey.
blue.
He wants the thrill of the hunt.
The, yeah, you guys are trying to put too much meaning. He's just a fucking monster. That's all he'll ever be. Who cares about his reasons? He's
Exactly.
the devil. The devil doesn't need reasons to be evil. He just is. But I'm sorry. I'm getting a bit frustrated. The topic of Strahd is always a stressful one. But please, will you help me move my sister?
As a man who also has a sister who he's had to protect, I'll help you.
I mean, I'd kind of feel wrong turning down a man who's offering coin to protect someone.
I'm
Every
not
little bit
letting you guys
helps.
go alone. Better in numbers than by ourselves.
I am the son of a burgomeister. My wealth shall be yours if you protect my sister. On my honor, I do swear.
What good is coin if you can't spend it?
We'll get out eventually. We'll just have to find a way to deal with Strahd somehow.
Out of the 23 years or even centuries that Barovia has existed, no one has bested this master vampire.
That's because we weren't here, so we're gonna do it.
In light of our friend's very, very optimistic point of view, what other choice do we have?
We don't.
You're right. We're kind of stuck here.
Yep, so there's only one option to go.
I don't think you understand the kind of mindset that you're here. The point of this all is survival. But at the end of the day, we're all trapped in a prison.
With Strahd.
With Strahd as the warden.
So will you be coming with us, Ismark?
Is your sister in any condition to walk, travel?
Yes, she's fine. Actually, I haven't mentioned this, but most of my adult life has been training with weapons in the hope of one day confronting and even killing Strahd. It's true I haven't fallen yet to that sort of darkness that people's grips after they live here for a while. I still have hope. If you guys are serious about killing Strahd, I'm in.
It's
But-
the only way for us to leave.
But you have to protect my sister.
Isma, do you have any kind of repellent towards vampires? Anything we can do instead of being meat shields if Strahds were to intercept us?
Well, okay. I will give you what few weaknesses I know from Strahd,
Okay,
if any.
go on.
Okay. Well, you all know about vampires, correct?
No.
Somewhat.
I can't say I really am versed in the topic.
How about you, blue-headed woman? I don't think I actually caught your name.
Her
What
name
was it
is
again?
literally Blue.
It's literally blue.
First name
Oh, I thought that was the nickname.
First
Oh
name.
no, it is the nickname, but it's blue.
Out of character. First name literally, second surname Blue.
No,
Literally
she's
blue.
not gonna believe you.
Figuratively blue. Somewhat blue.
I was
The family.
Da-boo-dee, da-boo-die, da-boo-dee-boo-dee-die.
I was half expecting him to reply, "Oh, nice to meet you." Literally blue.
No, you can call me Blue. My common tongue is foreign around here. It's Kirena, but you can go by Blue.
Very well, Kyrena. Now, as you don't know, vampires have certain weaknesses that they all usually share. Forbiddance, for example. A vampire cannot enter a residence without an invitation from one of the occupants. That's why my sister has been relatively safe up till now.
Wait, so Strahd can't get to her as long as she's inside something?
No, as long as he isn't invited.
Yeah, if we put her into a building and we don't invite Strahd in, he can't get in.
Well, remember that he also has. Remember, he's almost 1,000 years old, or perhaps even older. I don't even know. So he could probably find a way behind that weakness. Maybe a house isn't considered a house anymore once he destroys enough of it.
Very
Yeah, there's
true.
also a
Or if he has underlings that can go in without an invitation.
Or invite Strahd in. Oh, does it have to be the lord of the house that invites the a vampire into the house? Or can anyone
No,
do it?
anyone can invite him as long as they usually live in the house.
Oh shit. Okay. Anything else? Anything we can weaponize, maybe?
Yes, they are harmed by running water. They will not cross running waters. So rivers and the like can be used to deter him.
More importantly, when did you want to move your sister? Like, how soon?
As soon as we can. But of course, I'm explaining to you all this, for example, vampire weaknesses. You don't know when it might come in handy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything more than that? Running water
Yes.
can't go into uninvited places, and
Yes. Aside from that, a stake to the heart.
okay, I don't think that might be possible for us because since
Whoa. You're a little underselling us there.
if it were that simple to walk up to the vampire and stab him with a I'm getting ahead of myself. The stake, does it have to be some kind of material or can it be any kind of stake?
I'm sorry?
The stake, the material of the stake, does it have to be made of something or can it be any kind of spike that we can jam into a vampire?
As far as I know, as long as it's made out of wood.
A wooden stake. All right. Is that all we know?
Well, why does wooden stake work? Well, by pinning the vampire to the earth in the grave, it could not rise. And, well, wood is actually very prevalent and easy to shape into a stake. Have you tried putting a metal stake? I'm no blacksmith.
I have not entertained the possibility of, a stake to begin with. I'm more of a dagger person myself.
Right,
Anyway,
and nobody has ever tried to experiment with a wooden stake, so, trying to stab a vampire just to prove that theory, I don't think it's worth it. It's better to try and true.
something occurred to me. You said he's the vampire. Does that mean he's the only vampire here? Are there more vampires under him?
Yes,
Sounds
vampire spawns. Anyone he kills and
sounds
feeds off of, they can come back as vampire spawns. He can even gift others with the ability to turn into vampires.
Do you know of anyone like that in Barovia?
Too many.
Oh shit.
huh. So he's
DM,
the
what's the time?
original.
German, what's the time right now in RP time?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Alright, Ace Mark, considering all of that information, I don't think it would be a wise idea to go outside tonight, seeing as we have multiple vampires, plus Strahd at night time. Oh shit. Out of character, he didn't say that there's a weakness to sunlight, right?
No, in character he has not said the
Fuck
sunlight.
me. Fuck. Okay, never mind. Just ignore I said the
How-
last letter.
However, we're overlooking one fact. He said that in Barovia there hasn't been a shine of light.
Oh. Shit.
He's
So,
blocking out the light.
so at
We're
3
just
p.m.
talking about that mist is.
At 3 p.m., Graham, do we see any daylight outside?
No.
Fantastic.
So, in any aspect, whether it be daytime or night, we're
Where Very.
yeah.
I didn't hear the last part you said.
I said whether it be night or day, it seems like we're still not safe.
Yeah. Ismark, is there any difference between day and night for
It's a
vampires?
little. No, not. I've seen vampires walk in plain daylight, or what passes for daylight in Barovia.
Well, at least we can see during the day. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a good idea to travel at night or wait until morning?
Wow.
I don't think it'll make much of a difference, so probably sooner than later, because if he's at the castle right next to us, we probably want to get far away from it.
Sounds reasonable, yeah.
All right, let's go out
Is
into
anyone
the
gonna
night.
ask about the crying outside?
Uh, you're talking about a couple doors down, right?
More or
Yeah.
less.
Her name's Mary. I talked to her already. She's crying because her daughter ran away.
Wait, she answered the door for you?
Not really.
How did you talk to her?
Uh, I can allow myself to go through things if I have line of sight.
Are you like a ghost?
No,
Okay.
nothing like that.
So we should let Ismark make preparations for later, and we should probably go help her find her missing daughter then.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Isma, do you have any maps around of the area?
Well,
Maybe things with running streams on the map that we can use to deter vampires?
sure. I do have some. Well, it might be a bit outdated, but a map is a map.
As long as it shows where we are going and any streams between them from that point, from here to there.
Luckily, there is a lake, so we do have that going for us.
A lake isn't running water, is it?
Actually, in the south of the village, there is a lake.
I mean, a lake doesn't count as running water, right? It's still stagnant water, right?
That is correct.
To my knowledge, yes.
The streams come into a lake is running water, but the water in the lake is stagnant.
Yes, it must be running.
Okay.
Alright, so that doesn't help us.
So, is there any rivers, any major rivers running across Barovia that lies in the path between here to Valaki?
I'm sorry?
Is there any rivers between here and Valaki?
Valaki is far away from Castle Ravenloft, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm trying to figure out if in the case that we end up being chased by vampires, we can cross a river and at least give ourselves some breathing water, breathing air, breathing space. Oh my god! So is that a possibility at all?
We could travel through the river next to it for a while.
All right, so we have a route then. And do we have a map, German?
You do.
Are you sending it to us right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you look at the map that I just sent,
Mhm.
on the very far right, you're in the village of Barovia. And Valaki is all the way in the middle of the map, right next to Lake Zadovic.
That's quite a ways away.
Yes. But at least we can take the river
For a while.
for a while.
How long do you think you've been here for a while? How far away is that? How many days are we talking about here?
Not days, weeks.
Oh shit.
If we go by foot.
Do we have any horses or wagons at the ready?
No.
I mean, you're the burgomaster's son. Don't you have anything like any more method of transportation?
We used to.
What happened?
They got eaten.
Sounds about right.
So we are going on foot. Weeks on the road, chased by possibly
Can your
vampires.
sister travel, or does she need something to like carry her?
No,
She's fine. It
my
seems.
sister isn't a cripple.
I
The
was
more
wondering
we-
if she was like in a coma or anything, 'cause that's what it sounded like in the letter.
What?
No,
No,
she said
She has the mark
how,
of Strahd. What does that mean exactly? Is she under the threat of being transformed?
I don't know his plans for her. All I know is that Strahd desires her more than anything.
well, let's
Creepy.
out of here.
When was she bitten?
Whoa.
Bitten?
I'm assuming a
Ah,
vampire bit her, right?
well, yes.
When was she
Basically just
bitten?
tasting her.
Maybe
Uh,
this is something we should ask her herself. We should get on the road and get out of town.
well, first, she is in town. She's back at the estate. If you
Ah,
guys want to. But before we go, are you sure you don't want to buy something, perhaps, from the mercantile store?
We should check that out and go help the woman whose daughter ran away while you're preparing your sister for departure.
Well, I'm not to intrude, but it's not quite easy. Her daughter, that woman basically almost abused that daughter, keeping her locked up away from the world, and because of that, she ran away to the world.
To the world?
Yes, Barovia. And she has great reason to fear, and I understand why she kept her locked up all those years, but she wanted to see what was out there.
Ismark, this daughter, did she have any kind of weapons training at all?
No, she was
So
just
she
13 years old.
so she probably needs help if the land's as dangerous as you said.
And when did she run away? Was it recent?
4 days ago, maybe.
Oh boy.
She's probably dead, but we should go check just in case.
That
Ismark,
leaves us vulnerable, though.
Ismark, this in this village, is there? What can you tell me? Tell us about the village that will help us better prepare for the journey ahead of us. Do you know any place, any place, anyone who can help us? Anything we can buy? Anything you can give us about the village? Any information?
I don't truly know that much. All I know is that it's well defended. Communication between villages is scarce due to the several monsters that
No,
they
I mean
uh
this village, Barovia. I mean village of Barovia.
well, what do you
Any
want to know?
any places of interest? Anything that can help us? Any weapon shops? Or someone that can help us, or anything like of the sort. Instead of going around exploring the town, I don't think we have the time to do that.
Well, you could try going to the store and see what weapons you can find, but
The
we
the
have
merc
no blacksmithing.
the
We have no
mercantile.
the mercantile store.
He sells weapons.
He probably sells everything.
He sells adventuring gear, but weapons? No. All the weapons that I have, I actually had to import
Import from where?
from one of the nearby villages. But
Huh.
not really nearby. It actually took almost a month for one weapon to arrive.
Is there a place where we could buy rations from?
The mercantile store as well, or you could stock up on alcohol here.
I
I-
drink sparingly.
Ismark, we talked about vampires. Is there any other horrors that we should be prepared for? We'll be spending weeks outside of towns.
Aside from vampires,
We met a revenant and zombies and some kind of wild men on our way here. Is there anything that we need to know about?
yes. You know the houses that are closed off.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Uh-huh.
zombies inside them.
Ah,
Wonderful.
brilliant.
Those are
That's-
townsfolk that have been tricked by Strahd himself. You see, Strahd isn't just a monster, he's also charismatic.
And a necromancer?
Well, technically, yes. He can bring back vampires from the dead. Vampires are undead. He brings them back from death.
No,
I suppose that's necromancy.
when you said zombies, are those people that he bit? Or.
I would assume it's just people who have met their end here.
Oh. So everyone who dies here becomes a zombie?
I believe that's what he said.
If that's what Strahd desires.
He controls who becomes a zombie or not after death.
He can even make them vampire spawns.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck me. Okay. So vampires, undead, anything else that you know of? Because I met a Vistani gentleman before we set out our journey, and he and I had an interesting discussion about werewolves.
Oh, yeah, those. Yeah, we
And
gotta look out for those as well.
do you know how to counter werewolves?
Silver.
Do you have any silver weapons lying around?
My silver longsword.
Anything that does
Hold on.
anything that you don't have to wield? Any spares?
No, I'm not a spellcaster.
Oh god damn it. No, I mean
But-
spares.
I'm in my room.
Spare weapons.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't hear me talk.
No, I'm afraid I'm terribly sorry.
My magic
Yeah,
sword
I'm
should
not-
work.
Yeah, actually,
for
that could work.
you. Varric and I don't have any magic, offensive magic or silver weapons.
Yeah, it's supposed to thunderstorm
I'm sorry, what?
across the
Well,
It's-
actually,
Storming, so it's cutting off for him, I think is what he's trying to say.
Alright.
well, I suppose I could give you my
Not
short
yet.
sword.
Varric? What?
I suppose I could give
No
you my
problem.
short sword.
Is your short sword silver?
Yes.
Corvin, he's asking you a question.
Yeah, I'm
You want a
waiting.
short sword?
I'm waiting for Varric. He's trying to say something for a while.
Okay. No, I said I'd be right back, but I'm back.
Oh. I was waiting for nothing. Okay. So, Ismak, do you have a long sword and a short sword? You won't be using both of them at once, I'm guessing, right?
I usually do, but it's better to have someone that can at least use a weapon.
Can you even do that? Long sword and a short sword? I mean, long sword. I mean,
yes.
this is out of character. I mean, mechanically, you can't use a long sword and a short sword because long sword is not a light weapon. So two-weapon fighting is not possible with it.
Out of character, there's different feats and stuff that let you do it anyway, so you can like dual wield long swords without them having the light trait.
Yeah.
Okay, so in character.
Ba-
So the
Basically,
options
out of character, he can attack twice with his long sword, and then a third attack with his short sword.
are. Okay, that the player rules out the window then. Okay, never mind. Okay, so okay, in character. So either that leaves you being able to fight the undead or the werewolves, rather. But that would leave me defenseless. So if you could spare the weapon, I could help you maybe.
Very well. Here you go.
I could trade for my short sword. It's not silver, but you would have a weapon in your hand if required.
I suppose that could work.
All right. So I'm gonna trade my normal short sword to the silver short sword. Okay.
Very well.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna head to the mercantile. I'm just gonna
I'm gonna go with and just to check the wares, what's available.
Good idea. We should go over there. We should have a arranged meeting time to meet back up. and a location.
I mean, if we're all gonna go together, we can just get directions from Ismark about where we should go.
Is Mark coming with us?
Yeah,
Yes.
why wouldn't Ismark do it?
Okay.
He... Okay. Anyway, back to the mercantile shop we go.
Okay.
But first, someone needs to answer their phone in character.
Hello, hello. Sorry, it's just some guidance coming through.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay. Blue is gonna walk into the mercantile first, I guess. No one else is going to. And Blue's like 5. She's like 5'9", just so you're aware.
Oh, gotcha. So, a tall lady.
She's kind of tall, yeah.
Corwin is an inch shorter.
Thomas
Man.
is 6 feet tall.
Beric is like 8 feet, I think.
Yeah, I gotta like crouch a little bit to go.
I'm gonna look around.
What do we see in the mercantile shop? DM?
Uh-huh.
What do we see in the mercantile shop?
Now, as you enter the mercantile shop, the owner, by the name of, you suppose, Bildrath, seems to be selling adventuring gear. But unfortunately, you only find items that are priced lower than 25 gold pieces.
What is his name? He's a.
And he sells them for 10 times the price.
Oh, wonderful.
So 20 arrows cost 10 gold.
I hope everyone brought the stuff they needed before coming here then. I want to ask him why he's overpricing everything.
Oh, yeah?
Why is everything 10 times more expensive than it should be?
I don't make any bargains. If you want it badly enough, you'll pay for it. Plus, there's no competition in the village, so I can price them however I wish.
So there's no chance of making a deal to get lower prices? Favor for a favor?
I'm sorry?
Is there any chance of making some sort of deal or arrangement to get cheaper prices?
0.
Well, I'm not buying anything then.
I
just know I'm gonna be hungry.
So business must be booming then. We have a village of zombies and
I'm gonna
lifeless people, and
I'm gonna take a lamp, just a single regular lamp, which is 5 silver pieces, but it's gonna be 50. Oh wait, hold on, no, I can't do that. Never mind. Ignore me.
Are you broke? Do you need money to buy a lamp?
Well, that's not it. I have the gold. I'm just not sure if I wanna.
It's just not worth spending right now.
Yeah.
What, these prices? I don't think anything's quite worth it.
DM, what was his name? The mercantile
Something
guy's name?
Bildrath?
Bildrath.
The first name.
He hasn't given it to us yet. We haven't asked him.
Scumbag.
Scumbag Bildrath.
So there's nothing I can do to get a discount from you, sir.
You
What?
could suck.
I just heard the fuck.
I knew it was gonna take that direction.
You could suck me off and I still wouldn't lower it by 1 copper piece.
Mr. Billrath, do you have any business? Do you have any customers? I'm just curious.
I have customers.
What kind of people are they?
The Vistani always sell well.
They sell to you.
Yes,
I
and
mean,
buy.
only the Vistani, or have you had any encounters with outsiders lately?
Listen here, foreigner. If you don't want to buy them, just leave.
Okay. Fuck you too.
What?
Walk out.
Oh, that's it. Harry Wimple.
Excuse my friend, please. We apologize. He's had a long day. We don't want any trouble. Can I do like a persuasion roll to try and calm down the situation?
Sure, roll.
Okay. Oh, that was bad.
You barely managed to calm the situation down. But he just says, yeah, you better not want any trouble.
So
Now
let's
get out of
all
my store.
leave right now.
Okay.
So it seems like making any type of trades is all for naught in this place.
Well, Corbin also pissed him off, so we should just go.
I mean,
We
as I'm walking,
he wasn't going to budge anyway.
yeah. Come on, come
But
on.
we didn't want to fight.
I mean, I don't care if we fight. But we should leave. Let's go. Come on, guys. Out. Everyone go. Let's go.
I'm already
Let's go.
outside.
I'm coming.
Ferric is about to slap a hoe.
And I'm gonna assume Blue is the last one out after Varric. Okay, that didn't go so well at all.
So let's see.
Okay, Ismark, lead us.
Oh, are you guys done there? Yeah, that guy's a complete wanker.
A wanker.
Yeah,
What is that phrase from?
we
Could have used that
experienced that
information before
firsthand.
we went in, Spark. Thanks.
Sorry, you cut off there. What did you want to say?
Like, could have used that information before we went to meet that dick. Thanks, Ismark. Does he have? How does he have any kind of business? Like, I get the Vistani maybe, but
There's no other option that's simple. If you need something and he's the only one there, you have to buy from him.
Exactly. No competition means he can set those ridiculous prices of his.
Sounds like extortion to me.
no. I mean, if it's 10 times the price and we can barely afford it, how is the village people affording this? Any of that?
Well, we could afford it, but it's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, barely afford it. If we pay that price, we'll be like down. Like the coin purse will take a hit. If we are feeling that normal village people will not be able to afford any of that, so he's having some kind of customers. Otherwise, he will be out of business. So that's Vistani, or other adventurers like us.
I'm sure the regular villagers have money too.
Okay. All right then. I guess free supplying is out of the question.
I still feel bad about the missing girl, though.
Don't worry, I have some supplies back at home. I just wanted you to know to meet our hospitable town. Be very used to that kind of reception, because that's how most people are going to treat you.
We will reciprocate in kind. Thomas, if it makes you feel better, maybe if you really want, we can try again and meet this woman and maybe ask how her daughter looks like. Wait, Ismark, do you know how she looks like, the runaway daughter?
Brown-haired, black eyes.
Any other?
Any idea what direction she went running?
Black
No.
eyes.
I mean, she's. I
She
don't think.
just ran away.
I don't think we can go
Most
after her right now, Thomas, because she has had a 4-day head start from us. So we can at least keep an eye out for a girl like that. So brown hair, black eyes. Any other identifying features?
Not really. She was just your average girl.
Okay, fair enough. Height.
Blue,
at
you
least?
you said you talked to her. Did you get any other information about it? Blue?
From what I just understand, broke out of the house a week ago, not been seen since.
A week?
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 days. Ismark, any indication of age, height, build?
Well, if we don't really have a trail to start on, it's kind of a pointless endeavor to waste time then, so we should just go with Ismark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Maybe-
was thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll find her
Perhaps.
along the way.
Yeah, perhaps we would run into her along the way, if anything.
That's why I'm asking the more details about her. Ismark, what about her height, age, or build? Just to identify her.
4'2", I suppose.
Okay.
Average for her build.
Average, okay. How old was she?
You said 13 earlier.
13. Okay. Okay, I guess we can keep an eye out for a girl like that, but that's all we can do at the moment.
Yeah.
So, shall we go to the Indio
Estate.
estate? Ismark,
I'm sorry?
we are going to the estate. We are following you. Can you lead the way?
Of course. And while we do that, I'm going to take a short intermission to go to the bathroom, get something to drink because my throat is very parched. I recommend you all do the same.
Okay.
I'm
Be
always
back.
drinking.
I'm right next to a mini fridge, so I already have everything.
Right.
I'll
Well,
be back in
I'm
15 to
taking
20 minutos.
intermission.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a bit as well. Hold on.
La da 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 da
Bye-bye.
da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do anything out of the ordinary.
That's the point.
I-
No one ever, no guy really ever takes care of me.
doesn't have red.
My ex didn't even take care of me like that. Because he would be drunk too.
Shit happens. Like,
I appreciate it.
I'm playing D&D. Get off me.
No.
I'm about to smack someone.
Oh my.
I doth return.
Stay
Yeah.
over there.
No.
I took care of you. I'm not a jerk.
So who wants to go explore abandoned buildings and fight a horde of zombies?
Not me.
Hey, cleric boy here. Cleric here.
Do you really want to get into a fight
I mean,
before we leave?
Okay, so One of the things I was sure that I grabbed from the cleric sack was holy water.
Wait, would that work against vampires?
I believe it will. Also, I can use holy water and create or destroy water with it, and create a 20-foot cube of holy water.
Well, you have to have that much holy water, I think.
No, create and destroy water just requires a drop of water of any kind.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Let's submerge the vampires in holy water in the cube.
Once you use it, will it maintain the holy properties though?
Wait.
I have no idea. That's DM's decision.
Wait.
I normally allow it to myself.
Blue, you have create and destroy water?
Yes,
You can make running water then.
I know. I can make holy running water.
A vampire can come and you can just create a circle around them with
Imagine just running to the lake. You stand in the middle of the lake, and they think that they're safe, and you just have her like turn it into running water.
I don't have control water. I have create or destroy water.
Oh, which means you can't move water, right?
Correct. I can just spawn it.
But up to 10 gallons though.
Let me see the description spells. Create or destroy water. Create up to 10 gallons of clean water within an area in an open container. Alternatively, water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range.
Wait, why don't we just create an infinite supply of holy water bombs? Like we get the bottles, fill the holy water into the bottles, and just use them as molotovs. Instead, we don't need to set it ablaze. Just need to hit the thing with holy water.
Well, you kind of lost the chance to buy bottles now.
Yeah, I'm not. They were too expensive. They're like 5 silver per bottle.
And we
Which
have
means
the
it
Could
tavern.
always.
We have the tavern.
Yeah, exactly. He said that we could stock up on alcohol.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, you're right there. But I don't like. It's every DM's decision whether they want to keep the quality of the holy water or not. I normally do. But
It might not be the best.
It's an idea to try later on.
That's exactly my point. I'm gonna make it rain holy water on us. We're gonna get wet, but we're safe.
Who would have guessed that Blue gets wet?
Blue always gets wet. Fighting. Never mind. She's chaotic.
That's
She's
an interesting
chaotic.
kink.
I guess you could say bloodgasm.
Dead silence.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say murder boner, but
Murder boner is a better one than blood gas.
Also, I don't know if y'all know what a mark of the passage human is.
Oh, that's what you are.
Yeah, so basically I have 5 extra movement, and I can cast Misty Step once per day at will.
Oh, wow.
I believe. Wait, is it at will, or is it? It's at the cost of a second level spell slot. Excuse me.
Oh,
Still,
That's still pretty good. Yeah.
So which dragon mark did you take then?
Just Mark of Passage.
Okay, there we go. Mark
Wait,
of Passage.
all 3 of you are available, right? Hold on, we can roleplay right now and figure out. Can we roleplay?
No, I don't want us to discuss anything while the DM isn't here. But like, I do just like want to give some depth of what my character is doing. She also has like a thing for graves and dead people.
She's a cleric then.
So she wants to have a murder bono in a crypt with raining holy water.
Stop. Don't take it out. Don't take it out of perspective.
Sounds like an interesting time.
Well, to be fair, she was a part of a cult who sacrificed people to apotheosis.
That sounds like a disease.
Apotheosis is the the snake of the ending of time, basically.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Wait, this isn't right," and was branded a heretic. And yeah,
So she's like on the
And
run.
thus the murder boner was born.
yep,
We don't know any of that yet, right?
nope, nope. I have hot pockets,
What flavor of Hot Pocket?
mozzarella and meatball.
That one's pretty good. I usually just buy the garlic and pepperoni.
Garlic and pepperoni is pretty good too. Yeah. You know, as someone, I don't get to play D&D a lot because I'm always the dungeon master, and like, yeah, so it's nice. Just smacked my face. Just smacked myself in the face with a bottle. Hi, my name's Corbin. I am 18, and I never learned how to read.
Children's food? Like a big down? Like a
Huh? No, you don't. I can't. I literally need them. Give me a sec, guys.
Okay.
Okay, I am back. I need to adjust volume for things.
Welcome back.
Had him begging where the dungeon master went.
Still got to go to the bathroom.
He got caught by Strahd.
Right back. Still fucking cold.
I'm glad even with a shitty persuasion roll, my +6 still helps. Sound like sirens.
Yeah, it's probably me.
He's a fugitive.
Not the best city to.
Did you ever update your profile after fixing the house?
I did.
Did you update it like in the things? I didn't see anyone write update.
Oh, in the dice rolls.
Yeah, you have to update it to with
Trying to
Discord.
hit update.
There we go. Now your HP will be correct whenever fighting starts. Or not.
Wow. Maybe you might need to set the character sheet again. I don't remember the name, the command for it.
Wasn't it something beyond?
Yeah, Exclamation beyond and then the link to the character.
I think you posted that already, didn't you? Yeah. I got it.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah, it might have not been the same one that Ashen's updating. It might have been a different one, maybe.
There's
Yeah.
Like two versions.
There's only
Maybe.
one very character sheet that's under my account.
Huh. Interesting.
So I want to smack someone with my greatsword, though.
Sorry?
I want to smack someone with my greatsword.
Smack that. Oh, what do you call it?
He said he want to smack
Bill
sword.
Dread. Smack that guy.
Well, I don't want to fight the shopkeeper. We might need them for something.
Who's
Whoa.
fucking elephant?
Again, that's me.
Where do you live?
I live in Patterson, New Jersey.
Mine's a much more rural area, so we don't usually get a lot of noise.
I smack dab in the middle of the downtown.
You're cutting off, Varric.
I said I live like in the downtown area.
I see. I don't
Alright.
know what the downtown.
There's some benefits and negatives to that.
Put it this way, I'm only a few blocks from what we could, well, I only have known it as down, like all the markets.
Yeah, because I was considering moving to Pittsburgh to be closer to better jobs and have more stuff to do. But then I lose out on all the quiet of
I live
the
in
rural.
Satan's ass crack, Florida.
I went to Florida. I didn't mind it.
Visiting Florida is not bad.
I don't know, man. Floridians are people of great power.
The traffic was so bad that I missed my return flight because instead of being a 10-minute drive like it should have been, it took over an hour and a half to get there.
Uh-huh.
Did you know that I actually made a Florida Man D&D human variant subrace?
Yeah, I've done that too. Immune to poisons, immune to diseases. +2 to strength, -1 or -2 to intelligence.
Ability score decreases to intelligence and wisdom.
Yep.
As a bonus action, you can dip into your secret stash. Most Floridians have one. And up to your game, for the next minute, your speed increases by 10. You gain 20 temporary hit points and become immune to the frightened and charmed conditions.
You also act as enraged.
Oh, and languages. You can speak common. You don't need any other languages. You ain't no foreigner.
Okay. I feel like every Floridian should be able to speak Thieves' Cant, though. Because Thieves' Cant what?
Oh, shit, that's true. Okay, sorry. Let us get back on track. Is Ashen there?
No.
Yes.
No? God damn it, now we gotta wait for Ashen.
Oh. Meatball, mozzarella, hot pockets.
Wait, I was kidding, German. I'm here.
I know, I was just calling your bluff. It's like, oh, you wanna play like that? I can continue the same old fucking day.
That was sarcasm.
The best way to defeat sarcasm is with genuine Obliviousness.
Take it literally every time.
Mm-hmm.
That just wastes everyone's time, but sure, okay, let's go with that.
Yes.
So I believe we're heading with Ismark back to his estate to meet the sister that Corvin is not allowed to touch.
Okay, now, are you guys heading over to the Burgomaster Mansion?
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow me,
All right.
Smart.
is that
Oh, we're
like a title, like a position?
No.
Burgomaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a position.
Okay. It just reminds me of McDonald's or something. Burger Master.
It's the mayor of a
Burger-
Dutch, Flemish, German, Austrian, or Swiss town.
Okay. Okay, Burger Master.
That's the position above manager at a McDonald's.
It means master of the borough.
Baga.
Oh God.
That reminds me of the Darling in the Franks memes with her.
Yeah. Remember when I called it, okay, now fuck Master Calvia? Remember when I said fuck Master?
Yeah.
Okay, no more kidding around. Alright. A wary looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings open lazily in the wind.
Wait.
So somebody broke through this gate easily.
Oh shit. Like Iron Gate?
Yeah.
Was it like this before, or is this new?
I'm guessing that's
No,
fun.
that was 3 days ago.
What?
What happened 3 days ago?
Zombies and wolves.
Okay, so how did you survive?
Basically, we survived because Strahd doesn't want us dead for some reason.
Huh.
You see what I mean? The devil is just evil. He doesn't have an objective aside
Wait.
from being evil.
Wait, if Strahd doesn't want you dead, and what danger would you face on your way to Valaki then?
Because that can change at any
Oh, he
whim.
doesn't want my sister dead. But trust me, with a monster like him, you kind of want to be dead. Being just dead is probably the best you can hope for.
Okay.
And plus, Strahd is a man. My sister is a woman. The worst can come to pass. And I am not about to let that happen.
Exactly. So let's get her to Valaki.
Now, aside from that, weeds do choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself, actually. So somebody needs to cut the grass. Now, there are heavy claw markings that have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls, and great black marks tell of the fires that have assaulted to the mansion.
Wait, what did
There
those?
is You don't want to know. Now, there is actually no pane or shard of glass that stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
No, wait. Ismark, what can breathe fire out there? You told us about werewolves, vampires, and zombies, and now there's fire breathing. What?
No. What actually happens is that Strahd gives Molotov cocktails to the zombies and he commands them to throw them. He thinks it's hilarious.
Interesting thought process to immediately go with fire-breathing zombies.
Don't worry, the zombies don't breathe fire.
Gotta commend
That
the
we know of.
architect of the estate. I mean, still standing. I mean, Molotov cocktails, wolves, zombies, and still standing.
It's a very good mansion.
I can see that.
Okay, now, does anybody want to do a perception check? Or maybe to
Yes.
survey the grounds?
I want to look around.
Survey the what?
The grounds.
Okay. Wow, really? Oh shit, I'm typing in the wrong one. Oh, well, it seems.
How do you type that in? Because it didn't work for me.
No, it did work. You got an
It
18.
did. It just took a bit.
Y'all are typing in 2 different channels.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see it now. I got an 18.
Okay, now Ashen, Corvin doesn't actually realize this, but the others can tell that the footprints were made by zombies and ghouls, probably under Strahd's control.
Sorry, could you repeat that? Never mind. I
That
don't.
di-
I don't know that anyway. Never mind.
Okay.
You don't, Corvin doesn't know this, but
Yeah,
this was likely created by the footprints by zombies and by ghouls under Strahd's control. So basically, he probably just sends them regularly to fuck around with the mansion.
just the the daily dick flattening session.
He gets off by watching this place try to burn. Okay.
Well, there's an obvious attacking it.
Are there any signs of zombies like currently around? Like fresh tracks or anything?
Yeah, they do seem fresh.
Can I use Eyes of the Grave?
Eyes of the Grave. What does that do?
As an action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic.
Okay, go ahead.
Wismark, but when was the last attack? 3 days ago or recent than that?
Okay. I have used it once. Is there anything within 60 feet of us?
No, not yet.
Ismark, when was the last attack? 3 days ago or was it more recent than that?
3 days ago.
Huh.
Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything recent around us. So, do you want me to do a perception check as well, or no?
No, I think that'll be fine.
Okay.
You actually hear the voice of a female calling out from inside, saying to go away.
That must be your dear sister then, I'm guessing.
Who is she talking to, though?
Probably to all of you. Irina, it's me, Ismark. Ismark, what are you doing? Just let us in. Well, all right then. As you hear a lot of chains being undone from the other side of the door, you see Irina herself. Quite beautiful, dark-haired beauty. But it seems like she also has a bit of Vistani in her, as she has dark skin.
Can we tell any difference from a normal human? I mean, she's been bitten by a vampire, and does he look like?
Yes.
Does he look normal?
She does look normal, except from the 2 bites on her neck.
Oh shit.
Hello, I'm Thomas.
Varric.
Corbin.
I'm just gonna nod.
Break the cycle.
Are you packed up? Are you ready to go? Is there anybody else inside we need to worry about?
What are you talking about? My sister. Let me explain. These adventurers will help us get to the place that we need to be. I think they're a good folk, and I think they will help us. But so suddenly? They're our best hope. If we don't do it now, we'll never do it again. Well, alright. Now, As she says this, she also tries to say, the brother says that the wolves and other terrible creatures have been attacking the house night after night, and it's actually been for weeks. They've only had a 2-day break for some reason, though.
How frequent do these attacks occur? Like every day or?
Almost every day.
And nothing has happened for 2 days then. 3.
Well, actually, the burgomaster, actually, my father, he's actually dead. He couldn't take in. Yes, he died of a heart attack.
Oh,
My
Since his death, the house has not come under attack.
That's strange.
So since the death, it hasn't come under attack.
What happened to him? Is
He died.
I mean, after death. How did you tend to his funeral? Was he buried?
No. The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. And in the middle of the room there is a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay. That is their father. She explains that they have not been able to give him a proper funeral because no one in town will help them. They see them as cursed.
What do you
should
mean
we
by
cremate him then?
what do you mean by proper funeral? What
Well,
is
burying them 6 feet in the church, but no one wants to help them.
Are you
And
sure that if Strahd ever thinks that he should return after death as one of his thralls, will burying him 6 feet under prevent that?
maybe, not unless he digs them back up, but it's the least we can do. He is my father. He
Another option,
deserves a good burial.
another option in other cultures, cremation is also a funeral. If you would like to consider that,
I refuse.
fair enough.
We should focus on the living more than the dead right now.
Can I?
I will not leave my father or burn him into hell through
Yes,
fire.
I will be sure that he receives a proper burial.
Then may you please take him to the nearest church, please.
Out of character DM, how long would something like that take? If
The church is still within town. And you still have daylight to spare.
I mean, how many hours, like roughly?
You
And-
have probably 4 hours.
Oh, I guess we don't have a choice then.
I mean, if Irene doesn't leave without her father being given a proper burial, and we can't really.
Yeah, it is. Mark says, you know what? It's probably safer if we just do what she says. She looks kind of mild, but she's very stubborn.
So let's go bury and give a proper funeral.
I don't know. Do y'all
I just imagined the death meme. All of us just carry the coffin.
I get what you mean.
So you have chosen a proper funeral.
Yes, going to the church, carrying the coffin like that through the whole village, and everyone's just staring. What the fuck?
So you have chosen cremation.
Ismark,
Yes.
do y'all have any salt?
Salt?
Yes.
No. I don't really have salt. Should we?
How do you eat?
I mean, you should have basic food supplies. I assume salt would be in there.
Oh, I thought you meant salt for burying. Yes, we do have cooking salt.
I just require a pinch.
All right. Ismark it goes inside the kitchen room and hands you a bag of salt.
Gonna take 2 copper coins out from my purse, place it into the salt, whisper a couple little prayers under my breath, and place each coin over his eyes. And then I'm going to take a piece of cloth and wrap them so that way they don't move while we're transporting them.
Okay.
That's gonna be gentle repose. For the next 10 days, he cannot be acted under the spell of raised dead.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Damn.
that will probably come in handy. Okay.
A preemptive strike towards him resurrecting.
Wait, does Blue say that out loud to the rest of the party?
Yeah, his body won't decay and he'll be protected from turning into an undead for the next 10 days.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all ready to go to church?
Take me to church.
That song came in my head.
Okay.
Okay. Now, as you head on over. Yes.
How are we transporting? Do you have a coffin already with us, or?
Yeah, the coffin is the father.
He's
is
in a
beside the
coffin.
Gotcha.
Sorry, what's we carrying?
Who wants to carry the coffin?
What must we do it on our shoulders?
Varric, do you want to carry a coffin?
I guess I'm carrying it.
Alright, we can't do the coffin dance because Varric is like twice as high as everyone else. So I think
it can work. The coffin would just be very, very slanted.
or you have to kneel.
You guys, but on my knees.
Shuffling along.
Okay.
Wow.
Compose yourselves. Okay. Honestly, I have no strength when it comes to doing something like this, so did you not see the GIF I just posted above you?
Yeah.
We have another ranger. I think we forgot to mention Rolando German. All this time there's another person with us.
Yeah. The way I see it, we could probably do like Adventure League and like just drop and pick up characters. So
Yeah.
for the timeline of this and for everyone's sake, let's just pretend he never existed. Unless he comes back, then he exists.
Okay.
That makes
So
sense.
wait, what happened that he didn't show up today?
They changed his scheduling.
Okay.
In game, then like he had a bad case of diarrhea. It was.
He's still at the tavern.
I'll catch up. You guys go ahead.
Okay. Now, does anyone want to do anything else or say something?
Well, is this like hold on. I want to make sure bag of salt. I'm gonna say I have like 2 copper worth of table salt. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay. Just wanna go ahead. We can continue on how we're going.
Okay. Now, as we all continue to move along, of course, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a great, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. This is indeed a very, very old church.
It's a very big load.
Yes. Do you guys approach the church doors?
Yeah.
We have to get to the
Yeah.
courtyard, right?
Could I do a perception check to make sure it's like safe first?
No need.
Okay.
As you approach the heavy wooden doors, the church is covered with claw marks and actually scarred by fire again.
Oh, it's not exclusive to the estate then.
Now, do you choose to continue on?
We don't really have a choice. We have to bury him, so yeah.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, Ismark, is the father? Is there a father pastor in the church?
Yes, the village priest Donavik.
Donovic. So I yell out that name towards the church. Is there any reaction?
There is no reaction.
Hmm.
We should open the door and check.
Can't we just go
No.
to the courtyard, like, and bury him and be done with it?
It's not really a
Well-
proper funeral then.
Yeah, we do kind of need the priest.
We have a priest with us, right?
They probably don't know the same rites and
You want the village
traditions.
Okay.
Now, as you all enter, you see that the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and actually reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to the adjacent chambers. You can see the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor.
I just turned to Ismark. Is that normal in this church?
No?
Have
We
you
should
heard?
probably rush over there to see what's going on.
Can we tell where the
Okay.
scream was coming from?
Oh, what was that about?
Can we pinpoint a location where the scream came from, or just from underneath us?
Yeah, it's just from underneath. I think you gotta, guys. Ismark says that we should probably go to the basement to see what's wrong.
Which way is the basement?
I have no idea.
Let's try door number 1 on the left.
Wait, we heard another voice, right? A soft voice. Was it coming from
Yeah,
underneath us?
that's
Was it coming from underneath us as well, or
the one we're talking about.
wait, same voice screamed, or
It was soft and then he screamed. Or she, I don't know.
Yes, as you say.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's try door number 1 on the left.
I'm gonna roll perception to try and find the basement. Okay.
Yeah. Door number 1 on the left seems to be a bedroom. Dirty room that contains a wooden bed and a straw-filled mattress, next to which rests a small table with an oil lamp burning brightly on it. Mounted above the bed's headboard is a wooden sun-shaped holy symbol. It seems
Wow.
that this isn't the way in.
Okay, so as he checks the one side of
Blue wanted to have a lamp though, so I want to go grab that and the holy symbol.
Wow. Okay.
So as he checks that side of the church, I'm going to the other side of the church and opening the other side of the doors, other doors on the other side.
Ah, yes. You find on that side seems to be an old desk and a chair standing against the south wall, a wooden holy symbol mounted above them, a sunburst. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting tapestry once hung there. Against the far wall stands a wooden cabinet of 4 tall doors.
Alright, so I leave the door open and move to the other one. There were
I'm
two
gonna
doors.
check the altar.
Okay, the other door?
Yeah. Just want to quickly find out what's going on. So
I'll
sorry.
check the other door at the same time too, so that way we get all four done.
You find this dirty, lightless room contains a wooden bed with straw-filled mattress. Mounted above the bed's head is a wooden holy symbol. A second bedroom.
So no basement?
It seems it hasn't even been used in over a year.
Hmm.
Huh.
And now the last room.
Oh, that's another one. Okay.
Correct? Yes.
Yep.
Time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling of this moldy room, which contains a few broken roof shingles and amid puddles of water. In one corner, set in the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor,
There we
held
go.
shut with a chain and a padlock. A young man's scream of anguish can be heard through the door.
Thomas
Also, Blue said she wanted to check the altar as well.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Okay, what do you wanted to check about the altar?
Just check around, see if there's any tapestries or anything left over.
There isn't. It's almost as if this church has been abandoned by a long while.
So Thomas sees this trapdoor, right?
Yes, you could try doing a strength check.
Do you tell us, Thomas?
It's just an empty bedroom, so I don't think mine's really important.
No, the trapdoor, the room with the
Oh
trapdoor.
wait, that was my door? I thought that was yours.
No, we saw the rooms. It was an empty room and a bedroom, and you saw the one with the trapdoor.
Oh, well, I'll yell out that I found it then.
All right. So a stupid question. What's a padlock like?
A padlock?
Yeah, there's a key to unlock it, or?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture.
All right. If there's a keyhole, I'm gonna try my thieves' tools with it.
Picture of a padlock in general.
Well, yeah, sure. You can try and go ahead and try.
Let's see, that's. How do you do tool rolls, German? Is it still C or?
I think just put ADV at the end if you have advantage. Oh wait, you were asking about something else.
Yeah, how to roll with thieves' tools? Or is it just a roll? D20.
I'm pretty sure it's just a 1d20 roll. I think you add your proficiency.
All right. So that's. Let's see if this works out. Does it work?
You didn't roll it? Well, what's the result? Because it doesn't show anything for me.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't see the
anything
stuff
for me.
either.
Thing either.
Try another chat.
Like in general?
Yeah. It's not popping up.
There's
Oh, it
another-
says Avrabot is offline.
Oh. There was another option to
There's-
roll dice, right, German? We use another one?
I think so. Unless I removed it.
No.
Shit, I think I might have removed it. Nothing yet?
I'm.
Yeah.
God damn it. Do you got dice in real life?
Who, me? No.
Yeah.
I don't own any physical D&D stuff.
Hold on. Here.
Let me get a link.
Here. Yeah. Thomas.
I beat you to it though.
In like a second.
Okay, so D20 modifier plus 4 well, 19. Oh no, 23. It's plus 8, not plus 4.
Okay, you have successfully managed to bypass the lock.
Alright, I remove the lock and check for traps. What's that? Is that an investigation check?
Investigation or perception?
Alright, let's see. Where's my character sheet? Investigation. That's it. Okay, same thing. D20 plus 5. Ah, okay, natural 1. It's totally safe. I kick open the trap door.
Okay, so with the door open, we should probably decide who's going in first.
Oh, I thought it was automatically decided, Mr. Brave Balls.
I'll go in first. I just wasn't sure if Varric wanted to or not. Don't want to steal all the thunder.
I mean, yeah, I'll go.
So you're putting the coffin down?
Squeeze down into a ball to pass the trap.
Just give me a minute here. It's gonna take a little bit.
I just imagine Varric using the coffin as a weapon. This is my biggest quarterstaff.
Gonna need a big weapon. This coffin will do.
Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
The motherfucker, beat the motherfucker with another motherfucker.
And in the background, irony screaming.
Alright, I head down.
I'll head down right behind Varric.
Wait, DM, is it pitch black down there?
Yes.
I have a lamp with light, so it's not pitch black.
Okay, cool.
Because I just took it from the other room.
Oh, it was lit? Okay.
He said it was lit.
It's lit.
It's lit, fam.
Also, can I pull out my greatsword with magic right now instead of waiting?
I'm sorry?
Can I use my create pact weapon now instead of waiting till later?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna make my greatsword appear.
I'm just holding on to the silver short sword. I don't draw it. I just at the ready.
And I'll attach the lamp to like my belt. That way I have both hands free.
So do we see anything down there?
Yes, you do see something. The church's undercroft has run-hewn walls, and the floor, made of damp clay and earth, rotting wooden pillars, strain the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner. The shape seems to be a young boy, a vampire spawn,
Oh shit!
Great.
bound and chained.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
He looks like he's starved for blood.
That's the only thing we see?
Other than suppose.
Where's the priest then?
I'm gonna try and talk to
The
him.
priest is directly in front of his son, and he's
Okay.
praying for him.
His son?
I want to interrupt his praying We
You can
need your
tell because
help.
during his prayer says, "Please, Lord, save my son from this horrible curse."
Father, I'm gonna slowly approach him, going to pull my mace and just have my shield like at the ready. Father,
The father turns back, still praying, but then he interrupts to say, "Adventurers?"
yes. We are here to perform a burial for this coffin that one of
The
our
Burgermeister.
The burger.
Uh, DM, is Ismark and Irene coming with us down to this basement right now?
Only Ismark.
Okay, okay. I wanted to
Ismark
stop.
says, "Oh, father, what have you done?
What is this?
I
What
couldn't.
is the situation?
You don't know this, but he's
Change up
actually
his own.
Doru, son of the priest. I thought he died during the last assault on the castle." It says
On
he
the
did.
on the castle. You raided the castle of Strahd,
We attempted a year ago.
and this was the
Back.
result.
Well, this is the unlucky ones. That happened around a year ago. A year ago, a wizard from a faraway land came, gave us hope, stormed the castle with a bunch of knights and villagers, and they were no match.
I turned to Father. What is it, Donovich? That was his name, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So for a year, has this boy been starved, or has he fed?
Mm. The father says I've never fed blood to my son. I've prayed every day and night, so that the gods may tell me how I could save my son.
and what have they told you, Father?
They remain silent.
I turn to Ismark again. Ismark, is vampirism, is there any record of a vampire returning from being a vampire?
The Doru replies as, "I can smell your fucking blood," as he
Shut up!
starts licking his mouth all over.
Shut up, boy! The adults are talking. Ismark,
Oh
I'm
well,
is
there is one way, but it's a stake to the heart.
I meant alive.
No,
Would killing Strahd reverse it?
I don't know.
Well, we plan to try and deal with Strahd, but we need your help to bury their father first before we set
Oh,
off.
yes, yes. Who am I burying? My father. Sir Kolyana? Yes, I'm afraid. Very well. Then we shall do the funeral for our burgomaster.
Hold on, Gilman. Can I do like a perception or investigation check to see how the bonds are doing? If they are still sturdy? The chains?
I'm sorry?
The chains that's holding the vampire's spawn. Can I do a perception or investigation check to see if they are still holding strong? The condition of
Yeah,
them?
go ahead.
Okay, so. Alright, go there. Where was that? Okay. My perception is. Perception, investigation, that's it. +5. Bro. 10. DM, I got a 10. What can I say? What can I discern from
It looks good to you.
it? Okay.
And
So,
now,
while we're moving, I just
the, the
like.
priest urges you back outside, and then he says that he would be glad to bury the burgomaster in the cemetery, but it would be preferable to do it at dawn.
That's up to the siblings.
Siblings.
Irina and the other guy,
He's Mark.
Ismark.
Siblings. DM.
Siblings? Well, not particularly. Irina Kolyana is not the natural daughter of Kolyan Indirovich.
Oh, that's news. I mean, we are
Yes.
referring to we are saying that.
He said she was adopted before.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's not the point. We are just saying that that's their decision whether to wait until dawn to bury them or.
Yes, you're all welcome to sleep here for the night. I'm sorry for the noises.
I mean, is there any other place we can sleep? I don't think so, right?
You can go back to the Burgermeister mansion, and sleep there.
Where will the siblings be? The Kolya, no, Indirovich.
I'd rather stay here than walk all the way back over there.
There'll be a vampire screaming underneath us.
It's not the first time I've gone to sleep with screams.
Okay, just because you tried to give me a point of exhaustion the last time I tried this, would this give us an exhaustion point if we sleep here, German? Just to clarify.
I'm sorry?
So the last time I slept at a table and you tried to give me an exhaustion point. So if we stay here and with the vampire screaming, would that give us an exhaustion point of exhaustion if we sleep here? Just want to clarify.
Perhaps. You can't imagine it's going to be good long rest.
Can I just silence his screams? Honestly, he's a tortured soul. Like,
Do you
we
want to
should
kill
really.
him?
We should give his soul back.
We don't know if we can bring him back or not. Perhaps ridding this land of Strahd might free his soul. We don't know for sure.
Or, if we kill Strahd, all other vampires and undead under his control could die as well.
It's probably more of a blessing to.
So he dies anyway. So if we kill him now, or we kill him later, or he will be freed.
It's an act of kindness to not force him to live this way.
Honestly, yeah.
If
A mercy killing, if you will.
If he actually survives after we kill the Strahd, then he will be. There's no guarantee, but there's a chance. Then
he's been undead for over a year.
But Strahd has been alive. I'm saying if we kill Strahd, he might be freed, become human again. We don't know for sure. Or he might die. So the two cases are either he dies later or he lives later instead of killing him right now.
I'd say mercy killing him now is probably the best choice still, because we don't even know what's going to happen with Strahd.
I don't think his father will like that.
Everybody's back up.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, it's working. I wasn't rolling for anything done just to see if it was working.
Don't judge me. I'm cold.
Don't judge me, I'm cold. Okay. So where are you guys sleeping?
Well, there are beds.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, I don't trust said beds myself.
Yeah, maybe we should just go back to the manor.
Oh, suddenly it's a good idea then. Okay.
Well, there's signs of attacks at the manor. There's signs of attacks here. Whatever
I guess we could go back to the tavern instead. See if we could get a room.
We should stay with the Indirovich siblings. They are the ones who needs protection.
I still have to finish the burial.
After the burial.
Where are they staying? That's a good point.
That's the thing. We have to stay with them. Indirovich.
I'm gonna go ask Irina and Ermit if they want to go to the tavern.
After the burial. Oh no! Shit.
That's not
That day
till
has
dawn,
gone.
so we have to wait.
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
Well, right now it's probably 4 p.m.
We still have lots of daylight left right now.
We have time though, so maybe we should look around the town and see if we can find anything about that missing girl. Then.
Yeah.
She said the 7-day.
Oh, it looks like somebody's perception check actually went through.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, it just came back up. So can we go look for tracks or anything outside of the house where the woman's sobbing?
It's been 7 days. Okay, sure.
Tracks can last a long time sometimes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to go back to the house where the woman was sobbing to look for tracks to see if there's any sign of where the missing daughter may have gone. Since we have a lot of time to kill before dawn.
I mean, you can try.
That's what I want to do.
But you're not the first people to try and find her. And Eastmark actually remarks on this, saying they did try finding her all around town, but they couldn't find her in town.
Maybe her mother knows maybe where she may have gone, if anything interested her.
You could try talking to the mother. Sure.
Is the door open or unlocked?
She didn't answer the door last time we tried. Is she still crying?
Crying? She probably still is.
We can have a repeat of last time then.
You should pick the lock on the door.
And force our way into a woman's house that's crying?
It's not forcing if it's unlocked peacefully.
I mean,
That's breaking and entering. That's thievery. I know what thievery is.
It's not thievery. It's helping for a good cause.
The door's already open.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Then we should just walk in.
Okay.
How do you think I got in beforehand?
You said you go through walls or something.
You believe that?
I've seen ghosts and talking zombies. I believe anything now.
I'm Coperial. I'm here.
So let's go into the house and talk to the sobbing woman.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay outside.
You can keep watch then.
Okay.
Oh, who entered?
Oh shit!
Suddenly, the ranger arrives.
Really?
No, I was just gonna check what was happening because it's kind of slow, so I'm just gonna be listening in.
You're in the shitter in the tavern.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I'm in the shitter. I mean,
Okay. Let us go check on Mad Mary.
Mm-hmm. I'll yell up that we're coming in so that way she's not startled.
Okay.
Yelling might.
Better than just appearing behind her. Be like, hey, we heard what happened. We'd like the help.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you see a woman that's basically cradling herself, and she's not really saying anything. She's just in a comatose state, still slightly sobbing.
Can I try and calm her down?
You can attempt to if you...
Okay.
Depends on how you talk to her, you know?
I want to whisper softly and gently pat her on the back. It's okay, we're here to find your daughter. We just need your help to find some sort of clue to start with.
I don't know where she is.
Do you know of anything that might help if she was interested in anything? Stories of something that she may have heard?
No. I don't know.
Any of her possessions? like indicate a nearby area that she may have gone to experience friends she had?
She has no friends, but she always wanted to see the world. She probably ran as far as she could.
What about that thing I tried seeing before? What you're holding? Where's that from? Where's that from?
This doll,
Yes.
it used to be mine, and I gave it to her, but she left it.
Where did you get it?
And it was a present from my mother.
Where did she get it?
Present from hers.
Do you have no information about where it came from besides a family heirloom?
It's just a family heirloom. I don't know where it else could have been from.
Okay.
No.
If she's not talking, can we like search the daughter's room then? See if
Yeah,
we can find any clues in there.
you could probably do that.
Okay, I want to go in and start looking around.
I'm gonna step out to the front
Alright.
door and just wait
Actually, roll perception on the doll, actually.
Want me to, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're close enough. Unless you want to use your passive perception.
Nah,
I'm still.
What's your passive perception, actually?
my passive perception
Because all of them
is
wiping.
14.
Ah, that's actually high enough. The doll that she's actually holding seems to be actually fucking malformed, actually. But in actuality, the doll does have a strange leer and wears a sackcloth dress. And from what you see, this seems to be made by someone called Gadolf Blinsky, a toy maker in Valaki. Around the hem of the dress it says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
So there could be a possibility.
Toy maker inside the other town we have to go to.
Could be worth checking out.
Okay.
Toy maker Blinsky in what town?
Velosky.
Okay.
Valaki.
Valaki.
Lucky.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm still gonna go ahead and check her room just to see if there's anything else in there.
Okay, go ahead.
18.
18. You don't find much. Apparently, this is a very poor room to be. You find your basic bed, closet. You don't find much.
Okay, so no clues. So at least we have some kind of idea, though.
Very true. At least you know she wasn't abducted. It was rather a runaway situation. But at least you now have a general direction of where she could be.
And once we get to Velaki, start to look there to see if she made it or not.
Sounds like a plan.
Is there anything else to do in the town then?
You could try searching around, but the town seems quite dead, figuratively and literally, because of the undead.
So since we have so much time to kill, maybe we should go back to the manor and start doing like fortifications in case there is another attack.
So can I assume that you share your findings with the rest of the party? The Blinksky.
Technically, Blue found it, so it's up to her.
Blue.
Blue?
He's on mute, I think.
Did he mute himself?
Yeah, maybe something going on there.
I don't see the icon, so it might have been like on his mic then instead of through Discord.
Probably.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you share your findings with the rest of the party?
Yeah, I'll share it with whoever's around me.
Okay. Was asking to write that shit down.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Toy maker Blinsky in Valaki, right?
Yes. Yes.
So we should do some fortifications on the manor to prepare for sleeping tonight, in case there is another attack in the morning. Since
Wait, are we staying at the manor or the church? So that determines where we are fortifying.
well, the manor would be more comfortable.
Are we bringing the corpse of the late Olian back to the manor?
I'd leave the Burgermeister at the church.
Yeah, since it's protected for 10 days.
Yeah, I mean the corpse. I mean,
Yeah, leave the corpse at the church.
Is the church
Yeah.
safe? Is the church safe? Something happening to the corpse? I mean,
We don't know, but probably not.
Nothing should happen to the corpse. Like, it shouldn't raise from the dead.
no. I mean,
Yes,
it can get torn apart if wolves get into the church.
Yeah, but I don't think it's worth dragging a corpse all the way back across town for.
Was it difficult?
I mean, I don't want to make very
Do-
work if
do-
he's party that he needs to.
Do you want to carry around a giant casket?
Is that a question to me?
No, it's a Corvin.
So, Indirovich children, do you want to leave your father at the church, or do you want to bring it back to the manor? Where are you sleeping tonight? In the church or the manor?
Honestly, I think I'd be more comfortable if we left my father here at church and bring him tomorrow. My vampire seems to be well kept. Jeez,
So,
we used to be buddies with him in school.
okay, so just to clarify, the decision is to keep the coffin here and all of us go back to the manor?
Yes, I'm fine with that plan.
Surprising, but okay.
It's not really surprising.
It is surprising to me, so I said that. So let's go back to the manor.
Okay, let's go back. And we should try and fortify it, because I'm worried that even though there's been 2 days of no attacks, that there's going to be a day of where it's triple the size of what it was supposed to be before to attack.
Mm-hmm. The windows are already boarded up, right? So we should maybe block the doors after we get in.
Maybe like work on the gate that's busted.
I mean,
Something.
If we tore through the solid iron gate, fixing it won't do much. It'll tear it through again.
It'll buy time. I don't know. It depends on what's available at the manor that we can fortify. We don't exactly have a place we can buy stuff from now.
Implying that we could before.
Well, if we wanted to spend a lot of money, but it still wasn't worth it.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so what do we do to fortify it? I mean, we can't really exactly bend the iron back into shape, right?
I want to look for supplies at the manor.
Okay, I'll help with that.
Okay.
Do we do a roll for that?
No, it's fine. Basically, all your inventory supplies that would give you a week with food are replenished.
I was meaning like fortify the area more.
Oh no, I was talking in regards to the supply thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do we find any reinforcement materials like wood, planks of wood, iron bars, or something?
Yeah, actually, you find plenty of it. Seems they're pretty stocked up on that stuff.
How many hours would it take to repair the fence? The gate that's busted?
Can
Well-
Probably
you do
not.
that?
I might be able to.
Oh.
I'd help out.
What's going on?
She's
We're gonna repair the gate that's busted.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we at the manor right now?
I was
Or we-
assuming we just went back to the manor.
Irene and Ismark came with us.
I think, but I'm not certain.
Did everyone come with us?
No, only as Mark. Irene is under house arrest, basically.
Wait, Irene is at the manor, right?
Oh wait, yeah, Irene is there in the manor. Yes.
Okay. Oh, she didn't come to the church then?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. Okay. So DM,
Yes.
how bad is this gate mangled?
How bad? It's pretty mangled. At least the right one.
The right one. Okay.
How long would it take to replace it with the other metal bars that are there?
You want to make a gate?
I'm assuming they already have like the gate piece. You just have to attach it and secure it.
Is that the case,
Can I-
DM?
Can I get someone to help me?
I'm helping.
I'm gonna need people to bend the metal as closely as possible
Okay.
back to its original place.
Is there something we can do, DM? Is it in a state of being able to be bent back into shape?
With enough of a strength check, yes.
Shall I give it a shot?
Yeah, I was about to suggest that. I have negative modifiers in strength.
Go ahead and give us a strength check, Varric.
So I just did a strength check then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Okay,
help.
it's exclamation points C strength.
Thomas, are you helping him? Then it's advantage.
I don't know how I could help him bend metal.
I mean, you hold.
I'll
one
encourage
side,
him.
We hold
Oh,
one
you
side.
choose
and
the
other
help
guy-
action.
Yeah.
I'll encourage him. Be like, yeah, you got this.
I'm gonna tap his back and give him guidance. You
So
gotta
wait, but it's exclamation point C strength, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then add a D4 to it for guidance.
German, is it strength or athletics?
Wait,
Strength.
Wait,
Why would it be dex?
So
check
it's strength advantage or no?
Advantage.
Strength at advantage, yes.
Oh wow. And plus another D4, right?
Yep.
So roll a 1d4.
Yep.
Exclamation roll space 1D4.
plus
We're
2. So
23.
That is exactly what you needed. You passed.
while it's bending back into place, I'm gonna cast Mending to just use my cantrip for Mending to seal whatever needs to be done.
Straighten it out.
Yeah. To make both of the pieces like meld back to this one piece.
Okay. Okay. Well, the gate is somewhat restored, and there is some semblance of steel on it, and some measure of protection. So I'm going to say it relatively works.
Can we fortify it further with the other equipment available?
Okay. What would you like to reinforce it with?
What's available? Do we have chains?
There are chains.
These are, bar gates, right? The vertical bars.
Yes, they're gates.
Well, we could, after we get in, we could lock it in place with chains.
Wait, what?
We can't really weld anything into it. We can't use wood, so we can maybe at least, fasten them in place with chains, if that's available.
If you want to what with chains?
Wrap
To
the-
bar it with chains.
Like
you can
chain the
certainly
fence
try.
shut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can certainly try.
Right. Is it not possible to wrap the chains around the bars and add a lock to it?
You can, but you don't have a lock.
Oh.
Should have taken that padlock from the church.
Can I use mending?
I mean, we can
Oh, wait, no.
we can walk back to the church and bring it back.
That's a lot of effort for a lock. I don't think it's worth it.
Okay, then just leave the gates as they are.
Okay.
We can put like an iron bar, like a little rod in between it to hold it shut.
Yeah.
I mean, that could likely work.
Anyone else have any ideas to fortify anything else before we go to bed?
I'm not sure what else would need it.
I'm gonna think. No, we don't have much of anything else. Question. DM.
Yeah.
Which building on the map is the manor?
Give me one moment.
Do we have a map of the village as well?
Yes.
Did you send it? I didn't see it.
He sent it to General because Ismark gave us a map.
No, that's of Barovia. I mean the village. Only the village. We can't really see much in the Barovia map when it comes to the smaller things.
Oh, you mean of all of Barovia or of the village?
Of the village.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Give me one segundo.
Want me to wait, or I just sent it?
Oh, yeah, there you go. The church would be likely E5.
5.
Burgermeister Mansion would be E4.
Okay, so on the opposite side of town. Got it.
Yes.
Quite far. That was a long trek to carry a corpse.
Yeah. Can I go check out the little building at the behind the manor, or behind the Burgermeister?
Oh, what are you trying to look for in there?
I just want to see what that building is.
Oh, well, as long as you go in there, all you really find is a shed.
Shed.
Yes. With hose and all of that. Farming equipment, really.
Okay. Okie dokie. Gonna go back to the front and rejoin back up.
Where's the attack coming from? Is there a wall? What's covering it? Where's the gate?
The gate? You mean the gate of the mansion?
Yeah, we talked about the gate. I don't see any walls or any gates around it.
Oh, Oh, that's the fault of the artist.
So there's what's there? Is it actually like a you know, stone walls around it, or what's there?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, think of stone walls around it.
stone
It looks
walls.
like someone didn't bother to tell the artist though.
and
Happens all the time.
and where, in which sides are the gates?
North.
North one. There's another gate, right? Or is it like the? Did you mean the dual? You know, the two pane gates, and one was busted up. Is that not what you meant? I pictured two gates, two separate gates.
No, I'm talking about one gate, but like each half, like full gate. You know?
Okay, so there's only the northern gate, and the northern one was busted up, right?
No, only one gate. One of those.
One was like extravagant, like snooty with the other people's gates.
My grandma had one, but yeah.
Same difference.
What are you talking about? I'm from the boonies.
I'm from the Venice.
There's a picture of you, Ashley.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm having some trouble
Exactly.
hearing you guys.
Exactly. Having some trouble.
You back?
Hello?
Hello? Ooh. Are you able to hear us better now?
Yep. I mean, I can.
Hello?
Yes, hello?
Okay, it's better.
Hello.
I switched to mobile
Okay.
data. Evidently, it's better than the actual broadband data, but okay. So there's only one gate, right? The north side, one entrance. DM.
Yes.
Yes, the one entrance on the north, it looks like the picture I sent.
All right. And one half of that was busted up, and we fixed it. Okay. All right. So, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Who, me?
No, everyone else before going to sleep.
I
Before.
mean, I'm fine.
Alright. So I suggest that we take shifts, taking watch, just to be awake when if something goes down.
Are you volunteering to take the first watch then?
I'll do it.
Okay, so that sounds like a good plan then.
Wait, where it left? Never mind.
I just realized the mic was dead.
Okay, what did I miss? Because went to shit on me.
Nothing.
Okay.
Corvin mentioned about wanting to do watches, so that way someone stays aware of what's going on outside.
Okay.
I'll take first watch.
I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
I guess I'll take second.
Okay, so 8 hours. It's like two shifts, right? 4
Yeah.
hours, 4 hours. Okay.
I'll take last watch.
I don't care when I take mine.
We can do 2 and 2, right? 2 people stay awake, and then the other 2 stay awake. Is that how that works?
I mean, you could, or I can just have one person trade off.
I mean, 2 pairs of eyes is better than 1.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
We could do that way instead then.
Alright, so I'm taking first watch. Who's coming with me? Coming as in looking over the grounds.
I guess I'll go with first watch too then.
Okay. So are we sleeping now, or do we do anything else before that?
It's up to y'all.
I have things to do during the watch, but that's about it. I just want to go through my quote unquote spell book. And
Gotcha.
DM, I'll use this opportunity as to why Corvin can do magic starting the next day.
Very well. Practice your parlor tricks.
Yeah.
We know what you really want to do with that spectral hand.
I prefer my actual hand. I'm not that kinky.
Blue's gonna take the first 10 minutes to say some slight prayers. Just do what she's gonna do. Then she's gonna find the. I don't know if there's an extra bed or.
It's a manor. I'm assuming that it has extra room.
There's probably a bunch of beds.
Yeah.
Who the fuck put those locks?
Can anyone cast fireball in our campaign?
No, not right now.
Damn.
Not yet. That's a 3rd level spell.
No, I mean not right now. I mean
We don't have any wizards, do we?
no.
Then no.
Let me see if that's on my list, because I think that it's either that might have been on the list for Hexblade, or it might have been the Cone of Cold.
I think it's Cone of Cold.
I don't remember right now, so let me get a look. Yeah, Cone of Cold, no fireball.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Varric, do you do anything before sleep?
Not a whole lot. I mean, if anything, nah, I don't really do much.
Alright, so what happens now, DM? Do
Because
we... Huh?
basically we're still taking turns on the watch.
We didn't start yet. Are we asking what you do before we
No,
retire for the evening?
no, I know. The reason my character is just gonna wait for his watch.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, DM, do we roll for anything in the first watch? DM,
Yes.
do we roll for anything during the first watch?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Like, no perception rolls or anything, just to keep a lookout? Or is that not needed?
No,
Okay.
that's not needed. Not right now. Okay. Now, if you guys are quite done,
Yeah,
nothing happens.
Okay.
The night goes off without a hitch. Good night.
Of course.
It's because of our fortifications that scared them away. Better safe than sorry.
I'd hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to get out.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I have to go pick up some stuff from the store for my friend.
Okay.
Don't worry. We'll
As
say
soon-
that
As soon as I get
you-
back, I
you
just
went
wake
out.
up.
It's alright. You went outside for a piss. Strahd killed you and broke your neck. They just
Okay.
find your body. I'm kidding.
I'm gonna try and be back as soon as possible.
Alright.
Wait. How long are we going? It's 1 a.m. for me.
I'm sorry.
Well, how long are we going for? It's 1 a.m. for me right now.
Well, we've been going for almost 4 hours now, I think.
9:30.
About 3 hours because we kind of started at like 12:30.
Oh yeah, I came in at 12. Everybody came online at 12:30.
I was here at 12.
I was here an hour early.
No.
You
Yeah,
guys
Joe.
were just basically waiting on me.
That's true, Varric. This is all your fault. No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
That's cool. No, it's okay. I, as a DM, realize that when I say we start at a certain time, players will take half an hour or an hour to get at the appointed time.
So I got up at 11:30 to be there exactly on time.
Well, I mean, for me, it's not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's
Yeah,
just literally
you don't get to
I'm in
leave work
transit.
until 12.
No, I don't get to leave work until 11:30.
Oh,
You don't get it at all.
And
okay.
then on top of that, it's the transit time from my job to here. That's like another 10, 20-ish minutes, depending on when I get to my car.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that explains it. So you actually arrive as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you for
Because
that.
literally, as soon as I punch out, I gotta walk to the bus, get on the bus, get to the parking lot. When I get to my car, then I gotta drive out of the parking lot and get to my house. So it's a thing.
I didn't realize you had to take a bus to get to your car. That's kind of crazy.
At an airport, so the employee parking lot is not near the airport.
I don't know why. I think you worked at a hospital, not an airport.
That's German.
No.
Yeah, I'm mixing you two up.
It's cute.
Oh, mixing guys is tight.
You're pretty tight yourself.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Kind of walked right into that one.
So I guess we're doing a burial without the Death to Men cleric? Or are we gonna like pause the session until they get back?
Ah, okay. Now, you guys gonna head on over back to the church and finish that ritual?
Yeah.
All right.
Just waiting for everybody else to go to the church with me, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like
Well,
somebody.
I'm heading out with you.
Yeah, yeah. The whole party
All right.
goes back to the church.
Now, before I get too drunk, let's go ahead and continue. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
What are you drinking then?
Corona.
Tropical.
Did you ask him to hold the virus for you?
Coronavirus. This shit is real.
I'd like some Corona. Hold the virus, please. Oh, it's super cheap now.
You can get it for free.
Okay.
Just get sneezed on.
As you all arrive back to the church, along with Irina, this time around, the priest is already prepared. Gives a nice sermon regarding the past life of this once great burgomaster, a kind, generous man, and eventually he's set down back into the ground. Return. He offers prayers to the morning lord in exchange for Kolyan Indorifich's deliverance from Barovia. Once Kolyan is finally put into the ground, Donovich actually suggests to the party and to her brother that Irina be taken far from Castle Ravenloft as possible, and he actually proposes to take her to the Abbey of Saint Markovia in Creek, or in Kresk, rather than send her to the fortified town of Valaki,
Hmm.
Wait, where's Kresk? How far away is it?
even farther than Balyaki.
Oh, fuck me. Is it on the way to that? Oh, wait. We have the map.
No.
What's Kresk? Which letter? Oh, is it the end? I see. Wait. Oh, shit. It's on the other side of the map.
Yeah.
I just see it. Yeah, it's S.
So if it takes weeks to go to Valaki, and I'm guessing it's a couple of weeks more to get to Kresk then. Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, what would be in Crest?
It's probably more just the furthest point away from Castle Ravenloft.
He said about an
And it's
abbey, right? An abbey in Kresk.
yes,
Would
yes, it
this
is an abbey.
would this grant any sort of protection against the evils of Barovia?
Probably as far as Castle Ravenloft as you can get.
Huh. Okay. Figured as much. So what do the Indianovic say then for this? Here in this, I mean, it was their plan to go to Valaki.
Mhm.
What do they
No,
say?
it was the brother's plan.
Yeah.
He says that that could be fine, but that's way too far away. He suggests that maybe we should check the town out first and see if we decide to move on forward.
Yeah, it's I think it's in the way, so we can just go to Valaki first, and then we can make the decision whether or not go to Kresk or not.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been to Kresk before?
No.
Valaki?
But the priest does say that he did train there.
Okay. Have you been
It
to
might be safer than Velaki.
has anyone been to Valaki in this village?
No.
So oh, okay. Okay, so no one really knows how
So,
Valaki is like then.
but Vlaki is on the way
Could you repeat that, Varric?
is on the way towards Crest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there any horses that we could confiscate?
No. Like I said, they've all been eaten.
So it looks like we're just journeying on foot.
Seems so.
Several weeks, maybe months, considering the entire journey.
Yeah, it's a long time, but nothing we can do about that now.
Alright then.
I guess we're heading out then.
Does anyone have any words to say to the late Kolian Indirovich before departing?
I,
He was a good man. May he rest in peace.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna say that we will try our best to tend to what you requested of us in the first letter, ridding us this land of the devil Strahd. Wish us luck.
Oh well. It is what it is. I swear I will avenge my father.
and
We'll
we'll do our
find a way
best
to
to help.
take Strahd down. Maybe find some wood along the way to sharpen the stakes that we might need.
Hold on. I just remembered these guys stormed the castle before, right? The priest's son.
Yes.
He's fought Strahd before.
Well, wouldn't say fought, more like he was slaughtered by Strahd, but yes.
He had the same knowledge that we have right now: the running water, the silver, the stakes, all of that.
Yes.
Uh, who else went with him to storm the castle?
No one alive.
He's the only survivor. Maybe he can give us some insight into what exactly the things he used against Strahd and what didn't work, what worked.
He's not in a state to really talk or help us at all, considering he just wants to drink blood.
He'll probably only say if we give him blood.
Would his father be okay with us feeding him? Not live people, so collecting the blood and feeding him, just to have him help us defeat Strahd. Just give information, that's all.
I don't think that he'd be okay with that.
Alright? Then there's nothing
Yeah,
else to do then.
I don't think I want to give him any blood, so. Plus, the priest would be opposed.
That's what I asked, and he's not okay with it. So, yeah, tough luck with that. So, there's nothing left for us to do then except for leave, depart.
Seems like it.
Aye.
Do we want to try and like makeshift stakes, like sharpening the woods, the wood planks we have found in the fortification supplies? Do we want to do that?
Or you can do a double whammy in the church to the what are they?
I have a holy
Religious
symbol
symbols.
on me. I have one on me
That,
right now.
yeah. You want to do that and start fashion that into a stake and a nice little double whammy.
Fashion the holy symbol into a stake?
Yeah.
I'll give it to you if you want to do that.
Wait, how do you make this holy symbol into a stake?
Make it sharp.
Wait, what does the holy symbol look like? Is it big? How small is it? How long is it?
I think it looks like a sunburst.
So it's like a circle.
A sun. Like the symbol of a sun.
Maybe not then.
We could. It's a possibility. I mean, not the holy symbol. I mean, like, what do you call it? What's the word for it? Like making a set of stakes that we can use. We don't have anything like that, right? I have my daggers, but that's about it. German, can I just use some of the wood that's laying around and make some makeshift stakes, like using an hour or two? Just carving it into sharp sticks, basically.
Sure. Do you have wood carvers?
I have a sword and daggers.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand for me.
Wait, sleight of hand is like sneaky things, right?
Well, sleight of hand's just like hand dexterity, kind of.
So, what am I rolling?
Sleight of hand.
Okay. Natural one. Wait, is anyone helping me doing this?
No one said they were.
Okay, cool. Like we don't have.
So as you start, as you start carving it, you actually break it in half. Rather than a steak, it's more like a nub.
Great.
It probably wasn't that useful, anyways.
A wooden stake against vampires. Yeah, how can that be
I meant,
useful?
the holy symbol. It probably wasn't actually blessed, just in the shape of one.
I mean,
So
it was only a suggestion.
We can try again with another piece of wood. Don't feel bad.
I mean, if you want to try it again with the symbol, I remember there being another one in one of the rooms.
It's a circle. Do you want to carve a stake out of the circle? I mean, won't that
It was
be like
merely a suggestion. I didn't know what it looked like. It was merely a suggestion.
We could try that, but it might be, bastardizing the holy symbol, which might not make it holy afterwards.
It's fine. It was only a suggestion.
Okay. So yeah, that the stake plan spectacularly failed. So yeah, I got nothing left. Wait, we have iron bars, right?
Not like ingots. It was, and we didn't take them with us. They were still there from after we fixed the fence.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, it's iron though. Silver really be what we're looking for?
Does it have to be? Does it have to be wood? He mentioned that it was easier to stab it with the wood instead of iron, right? That was the reason.
He said it. He said it was easier to fashion a stake out of wood than it is metal.
I feel like if you wanted to leave your longsword there, you could stab it through the heart and pin him to the ground as well.
Then I would have no longsword afterwards.
You wanted a non-metal stake. There it is.
Or you can grab the bars of the gate. You can break it loose. Spear.
You can't just cut metal like that. You have to like heat it and forge it.
Okay, sure.
And there's no blacksmith.
Sure, it's not like we can tear off iron bars off of gates or anything. We can bend it back together, but we can't rip it off.
That
Okay.
doesn't make it sharp to like pierce through the chest.
It's pointed at the top, right? Like spikes.
I don't think that was ever said, but I'm not sure.
Okay, it wasn't said either. It wasn't said that it wasn't sharp either. Okay, never mind. Forget the stakes. I'm done. We can depart when everyone is ready.
Well, I'm ready to go.
Alright, I'm ready to. What about the Indirovics?
I'm sorry?
What about the Indirovich children? Are they ready to leave?
I don't understand what you're trying to say, my friend.
Are the Indirovich
The
children
siblings, are they ready to go?
Are the children?
The children of
Yeah.
Polyan Indirovich, are they ready to leave?
Irina
Oh.
and Ismark.
Oh, yeah, they're ready.
Okay.
But there does seem to be something strange, actually.
What?
The priest actually says if you know anything about this, but apparently each night at midnight, the souls of adventurers seem to rise from the cemetery and march up old to Castle Ravenloft.
And are they seen returning?
They seem to be trying to go to Castle Ravenloft for some reason. Every night, the ghostly adventurers attempt to complete their quest.
Adventure. Are all the people who went up against Strahd buried here as well?
Well, no. But for some, not all of them. Well, at least some pieces of them. But essentially,
Huh. Well, I don't think we are well equipped enough to take on Strahd to go to Castle Ravenloft. If we go, we might join them in the cemetery.
Yeah, I'm against going there as well.
Doesn't.
Sorry?
I said it doesn't sound like a bright idea.
Not yet, anyway. We might eventually need to face Strahd, but we are not ready for that right now.
so he starts asking, is this something that usually happens, or?
We could burn the corpses in the graveyard
Wait, what?
before they rise up.
Wait, is it the corpses or the souls?
The souls. They look spectral and everything.
I was thinking it was zombies. Never mind.
There's over 100 of them. 100 adventurers that tried and failed. Every night.
Their spirits have not been laid to rest then.
I don't think they can be laid to rest until Strahd himself is defeated. And that is going to require even more than a miracle.
Well, we got to get out, so we at least got to try.
That's not.
I really hope I don't see you all again as one of the 100 spirits.
Best of
Let's all
luck
hope
with
that
your
this is
son.
the case.
Thank you. I will continue to pray as long as it takes.
Hopefully, if we are able to do something about Strahd, that he'll be saved.
If there truly is a god, I hope that will be the case. Now, do you guys go back to make your way through the village?
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing we are meeting up.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back and meet back at the manor to finalize getting ready to leave.
Same.
Same.
Oh, also, before you head on your quest, you might want to visit the old fortune teller.
Who?
Yes,
Who and
Fortune-
where are fortune tellers?
well, not fortune teller, it's just fortune
Fortune
teller.
teller.
It's an encampment. It should be near.
Okay.
Okay, seems like a good start.
I
Yes.
suppose it can't hurt.
Ask for a Madame Ava. Maybe her insight might give you insight into future events that may happen.
Who's saying this? Ismark or Donovich?
I'm sorry?
Who's telling us this information?
The priest.
Okay. So we go there.
Here, give me your map. I'll mark it on your map.
Okay.
I'll hand him over the map.
Okay, and he marks the location. And right there. I think that's where they last encamped.
Okay, so we should let Ismark and Irina know that we'll be stopping there first? Or is it close enough to the town to go there before even setting out with them?
I'm sorry?
Is it close enough to the Barrow village to just go there now? Or is it a bit further away, like the outskirts?
Yes, it's relatively close.
Let's go there right now then.
Okay. Go in there.
Oh, also, Ashton, could you check your messages in Facebook?
Okay.
What happened?
I sent her a real nice pic.
It's porn. It's porn basically.
It's not porn, it's hentai, and it's called art.
Would you like to share that with the class?
No!
Just
Okay.
just to clarify, guys, this Discord window is being recorded.
Oh,
Oh no. Did we?
womp.
Does that mean it shows up?
No, only
Oh.
the Discord window. Yes, you can send it to Facebook or any place you want.
Demonetized! Demonetized!
I have like 12
Blocked
views.
forever!
I have like 12 views of my videos. I don't think monetizing it even is an option.
That's true. You lost your sponsorship! The G Fuel! Okay. Now, for realsies, for realsies.
For realsies, what?
Now, just outside a few, an hour's walk, so to speak, the road does gradually disappear and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. And there is a clearing here, through the canopy of mist and branches. Next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across, 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around the bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge.
Given the horses, I didn't catch that. Are they like wild horses or are domesticated horses? Do we see saddles and stuff?
Domesticated.
How many do we see?
Domesticated. 8 of them.
8. Oh, convenient.
So I want to go to the
GTA.
group. What were you about to say?
I was making a joke. Don't worry about it.
I was gonna say I wanted to go to the group of people to ask them about Madame or Madame Eva.
Oh yeah, yeah. We were supposed to head down that way.
Do you all make your presence known?
I do.
Hello.
Well,
Okay.
as you do, they actually spot you, and rather than become hostile, they actually offer you food and shelter and warmth around the campfire. Do you accept?
Yes.
Yeah.
Women, are these the Vistani?
Yep.
Do I see the guy that brought us here?
No, you don't.
Okay.
From what you see here, one of the Vistani actually starts saying a tale. Do you listen closely or relatively ignore him?
I pay attention. Local lore and stuff's probably important.
Okay. One of the Vistani says, "A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing." He actually speaks directly to Blue. "A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value, but the river Ivlis had already spirited him away."
So there's two important things we can garner from that at least. One being that Strahd is a spellcaster, and two, we might find something near the river, potentially if no one else has been able to find it.
Not only that, but Doru was actually part of that. The vampire son.
So there's a chance that maybe he might know something, but then that also brings us full circle.
Then, the one of the Vistani that just spoke the tale says, "Are you guys in a hurry?"
I mean,
Kind of not.
Okay, well that's
It's
good.
up in the air.
Good, because Madame Eva actually foretold of your coming.
That's good because we came to see her.
It's just as she predicted. Her tent is over there. You should speak with her.
Thank you very much, good sir.
Okay. Now, this does count as you eating breakfast.
awesome.
Now, Madame Eva's tent. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths, as the crone cackles like dry weeds. "At last you have arrived!" Now, let's see here. You. Yes. It's a good thing I can see the future, because my memory is not as good as it once was. You are Varric of Gronark, correct?
Correct.
And you are man of many names. You
That's
seem to
me.
drop yourself in lies. But I do like the name Corvin the best, so I will go with that.
You can call me whatever you want.
Hmm?
Yes, yes, I can see. Harmon, family man, trapped. Ooh, it seems you've all suffered a terrible fate, haven't you? Poor, poor creatures. Would you like your fortunes to be read?
Yes, please.
Is there a cost?
The cost is your time.
Huh.
Sure, why not?
Could prove very useful for our quest.
Very well. I've met a good many adventurers in my time, and I know you can't all be fully trusted. And I do want to help the land of Barovia and its curse. These- Now, let's see here. Let's see if you all will be the heroes that this land needs. Hmm. Let's see here. Now, I'm going to take this deck of cards that I have in my hand, and I'm going to go ahead and draw from them.
Mm-hmm.
Or unless anybody has like an app for that.
What, like a tarot?
Like tarot cards or like just regular playing cards?
Playing cards, and then we'll convert them to Tarocca cards.
I'm sure there's an app for that.
Press it to general. There you go. And that's you just draw one card out of 52. And I think you can edit it too if you don't want to use all 52.
Okay. Now draw your first card.
Okay.
Will
I
you
got a.
draw one?
Oh, yep.
Does it automatically draw a card when you load the URL?
Whenever you set it up, it should draw a card right off the spot.
Okay.
I got a card.
Do you want us to tell you what the card is now?
Yeah, draw the first card.
I got a 5 of spades.
I got a ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs.
Guys, I don't play cards. What's this card?
That is ace of clubs as well.
Oh, double ace of clubs.
Somebody's playing with a stacked deck.
Hold on, I'll refresh. Okay, I got. What's J?
Jay's
J.
Joker.
No, Jack. Unless it's a
Oh, Jack, my bad.
Yeah, there's no jokers in the default setting. Jack of spades.
Jack of spades. Ooh.
Okay.
Ah! You have just achieved the executioner card. Oh my.
Oh,
Oh my. The
that's a bad
execution-
choice, Corbin.
As a executioner, me or someone else executing me?
Seek out the brother of the devil's bride. They call him the Lesser, but he has a powerful soul. He shall help you upon your journey.
Interesting.
So are you referring to Ismark then?
Well, his last name, his nickname is Ismark the Lesser.
Okay.
Now for the next card.
Got a 2 of clubs.
Let me draw another card. Give me a sec.
The 2 of clubs.
Yes.
Draw one. Give me 1 second. The 2 of clubs.
What was Corvin's? It was the Jack of Spades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Jack of Clubs.
We got 2 jacks.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
So who are we waiting on?
I'm waiting for the next card.
We have already drawn all the cards, right? Except for
Yeah,
Ghost.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
Draw a card,
What's
any card.
What's the command?
Just
There's a link I sent for the random card shuffler.
Okay.
the link.
What's the rules?
Just click the link.
Just draw one of the 52.
When you click on the link, it will automatically select a random card.
Okay. And then do I just take a screenshot or
Just say it.
Jack of Clubs? Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack of Clubs. Or no, Spades. That's wrong.
What's with this app? Like 2 people
You
do the same card twice.
No. Oh wow, yeah, that's true.
So I need to draw again.
Refresh it and you get another card.
King of Hearts.
Ooh, the King of Hearts.
Wait, are we drawing a third card now?
No, I had to redraw.
The
Oh, okay.
King of Hearts, the Ghost. Ah, yes, I see. The Ghost. I see a fallen paladin of a fallen order of knights. He lingers like a ghost in a dead dragon's lair. He too will help you.
So another possible ally.
Yes, possible ally. Now, next card.
King of clubs.
9 of diamonds.
Wait, we are all drawing the second. Oh shit. Hold on. I thought it was 1 each.
Oh yeah, it was 1 each.
Oh.
Oh, okay then.
Oh, okay. I got Queen of Hearts.
Okay, so we got King, Queen, Jack, and Ace.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because my race of clubs.
Interesting.
What a coin king.
Did you roll actually?
No, I technically haven't rolled yet.
Alright. You may do so if you wish.
What am I rolling?
Just draw a card. A card.
Oh no, yeah, I drew a card.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to make a phone call.
Okay.
Should we call it here?
Call it?
Yeah, like the game. Just like
Sure. We could call it here if you guys want.
because
Is
I
that
had to leave
alright
for a
with
bit.
you, Ashton?
It's 2 a.m. for me. I'm barely awake at the moment.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we should call it.
Alright. So, with that, yeah, we should call it.
Oh, that's pretty great, sir.
Okay.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Take it easy, everyone.
Talk to you later.